Never grab a lion's tail, the digit scale is keeping scope. Stepped in fresh, killing niggas, I'm talking slicing throats. Blood splattered on your girl face, but she's smiling. Her facial expression acknowledged my perfect timing. Smelling like Versace, fresh coconut and watermelon. Mixed with some Zayu Bubba, niggas ain't never selling. Focused on the lesson, so if I lose, I'm never failing. Focused on the clues, the other side trying to tell me something. I can hear the whispers, I'm searching around like I'm key hunting. Russell Crowe, beautiful mind, baby, I'm number crunching. Top my bow with a crammer, keep nigga, I'm crop dusting. Tripping dollars hitting quick, I can feel the tears coming. Yeah. Yeah. Boys to Atlantis. Footsteps in the dark, part 1 and 2. Just part the UFO back from a 5-grammer. I don't do old women, nigga, come get your grandma. Edge of reality, holding on, Sylvester Stallone, cliffhanger. The sky was strawberry mango with a hint of lavender. She wanna try, nigga, like here comes a new challenger. Bring your A+ game, sweetie, I don't fuck with amateurs. You can never drive the boat, but you can play the passenger. Flying space jets, dodging UFOs, this is Gallagher. Is it the game or the shoes? The sixes of motorsports. Massive dose of pack that I'm smoking when I'm on the court. Blowing original Z and an original Z. 5% tit, nosy bitches still can't see. Is that Battlefield 3, 4, Modern Warfare 2? The OG version, not that new pack booth. Diamond with the golds, got a new strap too. This for the hustlers, keeping it G, making all the plays. Make sure you take a vacation to balance out the long days. Yay. Yay. Yeah, another play, another day, another J. Another day, another play, another J. Another play. Check it, operation, get this money any way possible. Niggas going broke, into me it's not logical. Whether you got a pocket full of sacks or still in pocketbooks, stack it to the ceiling and vacation somewhere tropical. Smoking on that tropical, shit look like poison though. Damn a nigga high, don't even ask what it's going for. Yo.
Yes. 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 We are here today. Today, Lord has made. We're in March. Perspectives and Facts podcast. Episode 105. J-Dub, what's up? You in the building?
I'm in the building.
You in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let niggas know we bite. You know what I'm saying? We got that Zod rolled up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Might be slumped over.
All right, cool. Yeah, like I said, it's Friday night, man. We got a lot of these topics. We got a lot of topics. Got a lot of topics today. Want to make sure we run down a few things. Hope everybody's doing good. We'll let everybody know. Matter of fact, let me just go through the topics real quick. So we know what type of show we're gonna have today. First of all, one of our topics is about Black American singles, talking about relationships in the 70s and how that kind of relates and correlates to the way we deal with relationships now and the dynamics. Steve Stoute calling out Dame Dash again, and why do people in the industry who side with Hov always gotta get on an interview and take a shit on Dame Dash, knowing how many people Dame Dash went out his way and put on?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Steve Stoute, I ain't saying he ain't put a lot of people on, but if we really want to talk about in the hip hop community, Dame Dash is probably in that top tier of people who gave niggas jobs and opportunities, right?
Gave us the best of the best, bro. Yay and Jay. Come on. What else do you want a nigga to do in one lifetime, bro?
And it's like, bro, if niggas who gave you Jay-Z and Kanye, don't you think it's gonna be a little cocky? The nigga who really got Cameron and Dipset to break out, Beanie Siegel, Freeway, like Rockefeller's is outside of probably Def Jam the most successful. I'll say probably Def Jam and Death Row.
I was just gonna say that, bro.
Yeah, Def Jam, Death Row, Rockefeller, Bad Boy, rap a lot.
And you know what it is? I'm gonna say it early, bro. Niggas want
Murder Inc. You gotta throw Murder Inc. in there. I'll put Murder Inc. over Rap a Lot and Bad Boy, to be honest.
I'm gonna say it like this, bro. Niggas want Dame Dash to crash out like Suge Knight did, bro. That's what niggas want.
Yeah, hey, salute the shot carrier in the building with the wrench. Let niggas know you get out of pocket. She clipping you. Shot carrier been a sniper since we've been sniping. Salute to Ja'Cory, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Alana. Salute to on their next podcast, you know what I'm talking about. And I know Trevor Jackson podcast. Me and was doing a collab pretty soon.
My bad about the sound. I was on the wrong setting.
Yeah, it's all good.
How we sound now on the next podcast? Do we sound good?
Yeah, if we sound good, put a 1 in the chat.
Yeah, that was my bad. Of course.
My nigga Rondo in the building. Rondo, we got to pop out. We got to pop out this month. Me and Pop's talking about that shit yesterday on the phone. We got to pop out. I know you came back in town. We ain't really did nothing yet, but it's gone too long. We got to get lit, man. Nelly actually calls out Cat Williams for stealing JB Smooth's joke and Cedric the Entertainer addresses Cat Williams' claim about his joke stealing. And this was on the Shop LeBron James platform. And one thing I know about LeBron James in the Shop is very industry softball questions. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who are, it's like anybody who gets ridiculed like Drake, Cedric Entertainer, like the niggas high up in the industry running LeBron James Shop.
The boule.
Yeah, and they never really answer the question. They just get defensive on what they got called out for.
Niggas taught white people tough.
Yeah, Andrew Schulz roast Meek Mill for failing to prove that he isn't gay. And that was pretty funny. And Meek Mill's been getting his back kicked in. He just dropped his album. What was that called? Heathenism? I didn't hear it.
I heard that shit sold like 6,000, bro. Copies.
Maybe. I didn't hear it.
I can't believe that.
You know, salute to Meek Mill and you know, him trying to get his shit off. Also, Gillie cooning again. Gillie cooning. You know the thing about Gillie cooning, he likes to go out of his way to remind niggas that I can make money off of ignorant black people, but anytime you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta see where I align with is always with the white bag. Gillie says that black CEOs don't pay good like the white CEOs. Quote, you're not gonna get no money with these niggas. Dame Dash speaks on Young Thug and calls out rappers who commit crimes and rap about it. He did that with I think Math Hoffa. Cat Williams and Joe Rogan talk about demonic Hollywood rituals. We got that.
I'm ready to see that.
Yeah. Dr. Umar and Lil Yachty did an interview, and Dr. Umar told Lil Yachty to stop using the N-word and says that Yachty has post-traumatic slavery disease.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. Lady on TikTok says that she's the one that allegedly got shot by Diddy in the face in 99 and to let Sean take the fall. And I want to kick her back in because she's probably responsible for everything that's been going on with Diddy the last 23 years.
Yeah, I heard you on did you make
Starport.
that point?
Yeah. I was cooking on Starport this week.
Yeah.
Last week actually. And one of the last topics we get to it, the music industry is over with, and it was over when Michael Jackson turned white, according to Vince Staples. He has a lot of pointed, nice perspectives, and I want to actually kind of get into that later on. But first topic, can we run the Steve Stoute Club Shay interview? Because one thing I gotta say about Club Shay and Shannon Sharp, some of my favorite personalities. We all got love for Unc, but at the end of the day, his platform is being bastardized as a place where it's like Drink Champs 2.0. We're gonna bring you to celebrate who you are in the culture, and also nudge you to crash out. And before we start, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's tuning in. Make sure the likes reflect the viewers. Make sure that you guys hit the Cash App Super Chat. And J Doug, whenever you're ready, let's go ahead, roll the film.
Music people right now. That shit is, you run with that, man. Yo, run. There is nobody. Nobody.
I'm a sports guy, but I wanted to branch out. I wanted to show my versatility, but I was just more than a sports guy.
The fucking Baby interview, the Corday interview, even the Damon Dash interview, as fucked up as that was, he's a gigantic, almost not. He blew it. He had Jay-Z. He had the most important artist of his generation.
So what happened with that relationship? How did that relationship that was so good sour so fast?
Dame's antics were just, it became like people also over time, you mature. Right. It's like you didn't have friends at 16, but by the time you turned 19, they were still doing the same shit that you was 16, and you're like, I can't Like,
Yeah, we gotta
we gotta, you know, you start spending less and less time with them because of it. It's like one of those things where Dame wouldn't change. The way he spoke to people, the way he treated people, he was angry.
About what? Bro, you getting paper.
He was angry because he had a strong perspective about his business philosophy. And if any time a partner of theirs tried to like go around him or meanwhile people weren't going around him, the people around him wanted to meet with other people.
Right.
People were becoming less beholden to him, but he was unaware of it. Then he would like, you know, while he was building businesses, which partly he would go off all around the world with cameras and girls and all kinds of crazy shit, and then come back flipping out on everybody as if, you know,
they were wrong.
Yeah. Or like, why'd you guys do all this shit without me? Like, bro, you didn't build a business that was so operationally tight that you could just go away and come back and shit be the same and all that shit. It wasn't even like that. Jay grew up, you know, Jay wanted more. I think Jay seen Dame's ceiling. I mean, I think that's really what it was. I mean, Jay seen Dame's ceiling.
You can't fault a man for wanting to get better.
No, he wanted more. And everybody wanted more. Dame just had a very particular way of approaching it. He's far from stupid.
Right.
Very, very smart.
Right.
Very talented. Ego through the roof. So there was no working with him.
Right.
No one wanted to work with him. There was no work. As much talent as he has, nobody wanted to work with him.
People got to want to work with him.
Jimmy Iovine had this line, when the shit gets bigger than the cat, you got to get rid of the cat.
Right.
You know what my problem with Club Shay interviews a little bit is that I do appreciate that he lets the people talk, but even with the Cat Williams interview, right? Mm-hmm. If you know you talked to Steve Harvey, you had Cedric, you had Ricky Smiley on your show for hours, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody comes on your show, just like he had Dame Dash. Dame Dash came, and this is another thing I really don't like about how the industry does Dame Dash, right? Dame Dash was on Club Shay like 3-4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. A year ago.
A few years ago.
Probably last year.
No, literally, I think it's more than 2 years ago. But what I'm saying is this: just like Kanye, just like Kevin Hart, just like Jay-Z, just like State Property, just like a Currency, Crit, a lot of people, he'll get on early, right? You'll fuck with somebody early, and then they'll get on. And regardless of the business practices, they're like, I'm not saying Shannon Sharpe should have defended Dame Dash for what Steve Stoute was saying, right? But you've gotten Dame Dash's perspective of how things fell out years ago. You can reference it. So when Steve Stoute says these things, why are you sitting there silent? I understand you let him tell his story, but why aren't you giving any pushback based off of the one-on-one conversation that you had with Dame Dash? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, if you're talking about somebody that I haven't had on my platform and had a conversation with, I'm gonna let you eat. Go off, do your thing. But if I've already listened to the other person's perspective, right? Mm-hmm. But they're not here and you're giving yours, it's only right for me to give you pushback based off of what I said or what I've heard from the other party, right? Mm-hmm. I think that's a healthier conversation. And my issue with Club Shay sometimes is it gets messy when you've heard both sides and you letting niggas rock. Because you not giving pushback, to me, gives people the opportunity to embellish their side of the story. Because they know you're not really going to question what I'm about to say. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
And it's cool. But for the fact that Dame Dash came on that platform before, I don't find it cool that Shannon Sharpe just sitting in the car letting this nigga say what he's saying and like laughing or like not even agreeing, but seeing his point. And honestly, you can see his point. But like I said before, you talk to Dame Dash, you guys' perspective, and I don't feel like he was pushing on Dame Dash when he was talking. So we can continue to roll the clip. I just want to point that out.
That's the end of the clip.
Okay.
What do you think overall of Dame's position in the industry? I know a lot of people try to shit on him. Like I said at the top of the show, what more do we want from Dame Dash? Like, now I ain't gonna lie now, bro. I'm gonna be totally 100 with you. Lately, I've been looking on Dame Dash's page. He been trying to push this white girl. He got doing music. Dame Dash is dropping some trash nowadays. I ain't gonna lie. But Dame Dash did his thing. I feel like he blew it. I don't feel like he blew his career. I feel like he rode his wave. Him and Jay-Z got papered up, and it was over. I don't know why we gotta we hold people to a standard of stuff that they already done. Like,
you know why? Because we hear or don't hear certain record executives' names or certain label A&Rs who done crap the bed. We could talk about how Jay-Z stifled Def Jam when he became president. We could talk about how what's the name? Nigga who worked at L.A. Reid went to Def Jam and did something, you know, whatever, went to Epic, and you know what I'm saying? The music industry is a bunch of moving chairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only the best of the best music execs and A&Rs have a resume as good as Dame Dash if they do it all right.
Mm-hmm.
So Dame Dash should be ahead of some label or some company, right? Because he's just as smart as Kanye and Jay and all that shit by his intellect, by his mind. Just like how Jay Prince has been able to transition from music to boxing to other stuff, right?
And I'm gonna keep it real with you. The reason why Dame Dash, and I studied Dame for a long time, the reason why he's not doing that, Dame Dash, to me, he do not like working around dudes like that. I think he at that point where he not trying to go find another hot rapper and then have to be around him and push him all day. I feel like Dame like to be around white women and just go keep it a buck and just smoke weed and chill. Like, he not trying to be around like no niggas all day that's hustling.
So my nigga Tay in the building. Tay, I see you, nigga.
That he got to be responsible for, and I feel him on that.
But this is the key thing. Dame Dash, the way he moved, and this is why I probably will agree with Steve Stoute. The way Dame Dash moves is not only archaic, but it's eroded from the music industry. Because back in the day, you could walk up in a label. You know what I'm saying? You had more accessibility. You know, niggas used to be rapping in front of labels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the energy Suge Knight brought, some of the energy Jay Prince brought, some of the energy Dame Dash bring that street element to the front door of the labels. That's when you start having bodyguards, security guards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Security got tight, but what I'm saying too is Dame Dash, the element that he brought in the game is, okay, I'm gonna come in and disrespect this intern, right? I'm gonna come in and disrespect this hot water boiler. I'm gonna come in and disrespect this A&R, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the same people who have these higher positions and that remember who shitted on them when they used to come to work every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now they have the opportunity. They're not about to show Dame Dash any favors because Dame Dash was the same nigga who made work hard for them. Dame Dash was the same nigga who was abrasive, who didn't know how to conduct business smoothly. Dame Dash was one of them niggas who was a reactionary. Or like he's saying, it was a great point that I don't hear a lot of people say about that Steve Stoute brought up, but Steve Stoute's a businessman. You going out here with Choke No Joke, flying around, recording shit, turning down African TV networks, fumbling bags, right? Catching charges in Brazil, coming back while Rockaway ain't getting ran like this, or why State Profit getting ran like this. You know what I'm saying? You going in embarking on niggas. And it's like, bro, like you just said, you're not stabilizing these companies long enough before you go out there, fly and do this and do that. And Jay-Z to a point was kind of like, listen, I can take how you move because you're successful. But once I start seeing a link of your armor, once I start seeing I'm going to these meetings, I'm keeping it, you know what I'm saying, keeping shit tight, making sure we moving things along in a good way. And you're out, like he said, out here flying, doing this, doing that. You kind of blowing your bag or you know what I'm saying, you having too much fun. I got to separate myself.
But my whole thing is, I don't think Dame Dash.
Suit Eddie Kane in the building, cuz we see you, dog. Suit Dan Marley from Cali, dog. Let's go.
I don't think Dame Dash blew his career. I think Dame Dash did it all, man. Once you done it all, in the words of my nigga Shorty Low, done it all, done it all, bro. It's like I mean, I don't feel like Dame have nothing else to prove. That's why I feel like people want Dame out here hustling like he never had nothing. That's not gonna happen.
You know why? Hold on, Shakir. This is what I always say about Beyonce. They keep dropping failed brands, i.e. Ivory Park, and now this new hair care line. The reason why Beyonce products don't sell is because Beyonce doesn't promote her products outside of a launch. Beyonce doesn't campaign her products outside of a launch. Her product launch or her campaign for Ivy Park was just send it to a bunch of A-list celebrities and repost on Instagram. You don't see her rocking her shit like Ye. You don't see her rocking her shit like Kim Kardashian. You don't see her rock like, and for her to have Jay-Z, somebody who sold Sean Carter's S. Carter's Reeboks, niggas wasn't really wearing Reeboks like that outside of AIs. You selling Reeboks because you seen him out there in S. Carter's. You see what I'm saying? Beyonce doesn't know how to market the product after the drop to give longevity of sales. And salute to, like I said, salute Eddie Kane, Dan Marlon Bills, salute Sit Politics Podcast. Appreciate AJ Duck. They fucking with the thumbnail.
Hey man, we gotta get to work, man. We've been slacking and on our, our macking these last couple of weeks. Not really just handling business in other avenues, but we back on it, man. 2023, and we been giving you something like we ain't no bust.
2024,
yeah, 2024. We did our thing 2023, but yeah, man, you 100% right with the Beyonce thing. I'm gonna be honest, bro. And I know people like, oh, bro, I ain't trying to troll, bro. I don't think Beyonce that big, bro. I feel like in the black sector, she do her thing. She kind of like a legacy artist at this point. Ain't nobody really looking to Beyonce for no style because she really don't have no style. Her style is being naked. For the most part.
So we got this next clip. It is a Cameron and Mace. They are reacting to Steve Stoute's interview with Club Shay. It is what it is. Podcast, you know, they got them two. They got Stat Baby. I just see Stat Baby was hanging out with V's, chilling.
Stat Baby.
She's other
the
moderator. Yeah, we tapped in. Yeah, we tapped in with everybody over there. You know what I'm saying?
You tapped in with her?
No, I'm talking. We tapped in like we up to date, like we know what they doing type shit. Like, I ain't. We're not linking the building yet.
Okay.
Appreciate that, Shakir. So yeah, so let's get this Mace and Cameron dialogue. Hit the like button, super chat. Go ahead to share.
Dame gave a lot of people jobs, regardless of what people say, and him giving you a platform, he gave a lot of people in Harlem jobs.
Oh, absolutely. It's a bunch of people outside of me that are still in prominent positions now. Sherry, she's the president of Rock Nation Rave. She lived in Dame's building, Dame Dash's building in 1199. And I don't really know exactly how the college thing worked. I don't know if Dame helped her get in college or helped pay for college or whatever it was. I'm not sure about that part, but she came down as an intern. Dame let her be an intern at Rockefeller, and she never looked back. You know, she's an intern, then a secretary, then an assistant, then got went into corporate. Then I think she's the assistant president at Atlantic Records, and she went over to work with Todd Moskowitz, and now she's the president of Rock Nation, and this is like Dame Dash's niece almost. And that's just one example. There's several people who's still working right now. Emmanuel, who's at Atlantic, got hired at Rockefeller. It's a lot of executives that's still working right now because of that. Yes.
That's huge. Pause.
That's dope. Yeah. Those are dope questions.
Yeah, I wanted to know because when I hear stories, I don't really know. So you're my source of information when it comes to this.
Because absolutely.
At that time, I wasn't even listening to music, so there's a lot of stuff I missed out on.
Yeah, we definitely
absolutely. Look.
So Cam giving him his flowers.
Yeah, and that's a major point for me. Even speaking on it, when Dame Dash put a lot of people on. Dame Dash gave, like you said, people still eating off this day, off of what Dame Dash put them in position to do, and for the fact that like Shakir said earlier in the comments, is like Jay-Z got some type of blackball going on because many people that he's put in position, you're trying to tell me like none of them can help, none of them can put in a good word, none of them can like put him on. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like for me, I'm going off with Dame
I feel like it's an industry mandate not to help Dame Dash. If you help Dame Dash, you out of the car with him.
Ooh, I mean, maybe, but I
Because
remember
why doesn't
Kanye West was
anybody help
riding for
Dame Dash?
Dame.
You know why? Because he's the only nigga that got enough money and doesn't give a fuck enough to be seen with Dame Dash, and they can't do nothing to him. That's the only reason why he be standing next to Dame.
I'm be honest with you, bro. Dame Dash was still popping after he left Jay-Z because Dame Dash really put currency on. Dame Dash was still doing records with Beanie Siegel.
Stoute, he just got an interview where he was talking about that, bro, and that was a whole debate on Twitter. I low-key want to find that.
And I'm be honest with y'all, man. Dame Dash changed black culture with his Breakfast Club interview. That's how powerful that nigga was. Like, Dame Dash really got black people talking about business on social media. And I was there. I remember it wasn't nobody talking about being a boss, standing on business, not having no job.
That definitely shifted the way I was thinking.
Shifted, like, that was crazy. But I mean, like, Dame Dash, to me, he haven't fell off, bro. I feel like a lot of the stuff he haven't really, I feel like a lot of stuff that he did haven't really took off that way because
he doesn't.
I know business, bro. He don't want to pay nobody to market, basically. He want to be the market for himself, and that only takes you so far on social media. But Dame Dash got studios. Dame Dash got a streaming service. He doing his thing. I feel like if he had somebody like Beyonce on his arm to where he was like, yo, a walking billboard.
I think that was who Aaliyah was supposed to be for him.
Yeah, for anything that he wanted to do, I feel like his stuff would take off just like Jay-Z's take off. Jay-Z really, I feel like Jay-Z and Dame Dash is pretty much on the same level. Only difference between Jay-Z and Dame Dash is Jay-Z rap. So when we hear Jay-Z verse, we kind of listen. But the stuff that Jay-Z do, it really don't be taking off like that. Even like y'all say, some of the Ivy Parker stuff, even that album that he did with Beyonce, that shit wasn't no smash hit.
Nah, I mean, but I think the money he's made off of a lot of deals he's been good at, like the NFL check he's getting, the liquor brands he's got, the 40/40 clubs, like I said, the S. Carters. And I'm not gonna sit here and say Jay-Z
and the liquor stuff.
I think Jay-Z honestly is one a title, being a partner on title and selling shares of title. Honestly, I think Jay-Z is probably one of the best businessmen we've seen, to be honest. And I think he's so good of a businessman, people add that to his rap resume to put him in GOAT status because he's that great of a businessman. And let's keep it a buck.
I hear what you're saying, but the liquor stuff, dog, Dame Dash was the first hip-hop person that I seen with some liquor, bro. A lot of people stole that shit from Dame Dash. Dame Dash was the first nigga in hip-hop doing his own movies. Dame Dash was the first nigga in hip-hop with his, not the first with the clothing line, but he had a clothes. Like, Dame Dash done did it all, bro. That nigga done did it all.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's hard. When you in entertainment, you got to do what inspires you. That nigga Dame Dash done did it all, bro. Jay-Z is doing stuff now that Dame Dash was doing 20, 30 years ago, producing movies, clothing lines, shoes, liquor. Dame Dash did all that shit, bro. And I understand that when you do shit, when you do shit, it's like whatever, bro.
But hold on, just like Jay Jerome saying Jay-Z is a face. The understanding of the face is this, just like how Diddy's losing all his brand deals. When you can be a face for product, we can sell you with the product. We can sell the product through you. Like the S. Cards we talked about, the reason whole Steve Stoute, if you watch the interview, how he talked about how he basically sold hip hop out to corporations. He didn't use that terminology, but that's pretty much what you did. You showed corporations how to eat off of hip hop through the rappers, through the Men in Black shades. Said the shades sold more. The shades for Men in Black sold more than anything, but the thing that sold it was that Men in Black soundtrack.
Can I go left, right, left, right, left?
Yeah,
left.
Yeah, because we're about to hop to another topic.
Could it be that Jay-Z is popping Bucci Cat? See, we always want to go to conspiracy theory with everybody else, but we dare not go down that way with Jay-Z. It could be that Jay-Z getting all these opportunities because he might swing with the LGBT a little bit on his off days. He done did.
I mean, who at this point, bro? Who cares? Because I feel like we don't know who's doing who's not. It's like niggas using steroids at this point, bro. Like that's like we're never gonna know. So I can't really use that as a point of his businesses practices getting off.
And like I said, he's a rapper.
Yeah, right.
That's what he got.
But like
over
Kanye,
Dame
right?
Dash.
But like Kanye, the reason why he sold so much because he could be faces for Adidas. He could be he was more probably a better success than Jay-Z because he's really like an innovator. He's like an inventist. You know what I'm saying? That Kanye is. He's not like a rapping is just one of the many it's like on a Tupac level where like you just have multi-faceted things that you're good at. But once Kanye started being, you know, erratic, we can't sell you. We can't book venues through you because we can't get insurance cheap enough to secure you to do concerts. We can't sell shoes through you. We can't sell anything through you. But the thing about Kanye is like, I don't want you guys. I want to sell everything independently. But that's a whole nother topic.
And that's another topic. I'm gonna chime in on that. That's not even
because we're still talking about Dame Dash.
Because guess what? Kanye's still selling out arenas, and guess who else trying to use his name to sell sneakers still? Adidas, and they just sold out of those 350 they posted up earlier this week. So niggas still that bullshit. Oh, the bullshit we see online. Oh, we ain't gonna fuck with you because we mad at you. That's not real life, bro. I'm starting to believe social media is probably only like 10% of life, bro. Because there ain't no way if people are that mad at Ye and Adidas, why would Adidas try to still get the man's shoes off without paying them?
You know,
ain't nothing popping over there at Adidas. Them little Edward shoes he just dropped. Who the shoes that he just dropped? Every shoe that popping out of Adidas look like Yeezys, bro.
Listen, we're gonna get to the next topic. Matter of fact, let me recollect what the next topic is.
Well, I think gonna be Andrew Schulz.
Yeah, we're gonna get to Andrew Schulz, Meek Mill, definitely. But
before he say Dame stole $400K from Jay-Z. I mean, shit.
But this is what I really do think about Dame Dash. At the end of the day, great businessman, great mogul, one of the greatest black business minds in the 21st century. You know what I'm saying? The last 30 years, for sure. I just think that his business practices have eroded. The way he treated people have come back to bite him in the ass. And also with Dame Dash and Jay-Z, I think business mind separates. I think from the same business ethics and practice, like they came up together. So, you know, we have to have some type of formula to get this successful, right? It has to be a repetitious formula we all have to believe in to get this successful. So I do believe at their core, they have the same business mind, right? But where the fork in the road splits between them, Dame Dash looks at ownership, and Jay-Z looks at what's the point of owning 100% of nothing. Jay-Z like is kind of like Steve Stoute, where it was like, okay, I'd rather be a partner or have, you know, 10% here, 7% here, 4% here, 8% here. I can have different shares in a bunch of companies I know gonna rock, not only because my name is going to add value, but these are successful companies I want to believe in, or they're already popping. It's like that's pretty much what a venture capitalist is. You see what I'm saying? Like venture capitalists, I have money to invest in other people's businesses like Shark Tank. Get this percentage here, that percentage here. The Nets ownership, I think he owned less than 1%. But the value in the gentrification that happened because he attached his name to Brooklyn and the Nets to move there is forever a part of his resume to sign other blue chip deals that are surefire successes. You know what I'm saying? So we can go over to the Andrew Schulz story and, you know, salute to everybody's watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you are sharing this on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, friends and family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, salute to Andrew Schulz, one of the hottest comedians out right now. Seeing that guy go from doing small clubs.
For sure, Tay. I already know, bro. I already know that shit was crazy.
Seeing him go from doing small clubs to like being one of the biggest comedians out right now.
Hey, put it on full screen for me.
Which one?
The Andrew Schulz, real quick.
Seeing him go from doing the little venues to now he like the biggest in the world. I don't know what's up with this Hitler mustache he got going on. This Nazi cut. He done went real white boy on a nigga, but I fuck with Andrew Schulz. You know, I don't think he all that. I mean, I do think he's funny, but I just don't really listen to his content like that.
Nah,
But
Andrew Schulz is pretty funny and he's kind of entertaining.
somebody said alt-right Andy. Come on, man. You coming with all the social media.
Yeah. What's Freak Millie's crazy? Yeah. So let's run this. Let's go ahead and run this.
That's a crazy crowd.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think Meek is gay. I do not think Meek is gay. But he is incredibly bad at proving he's straight. He is maybe the worst in history at doing that. When someone accuses you of being gay, you don't get on Twitter and go, I love pussy so much, it's so juicy and wet, it's my favorite thing to put my dick in. I just put my dick in and it squeezes my dick and it's so juicy and it's so wet. He was like, I even had sex with a girl on a period. That's how you know I love women. He tweeted that and I was like, oh, he thinks that's disgusting. And you know who else thinks that's disgusting? The gays. Nah, but shout out Meek, bro. Shout out Meek, man. He's done a lot of amazing things with prison reform, right? Getting all them gay dudes out so he can suck their dicks proudly. A bunch of fine-ass motherfuckers in jail. We need them on the street so I can bust them cheeks. I'm gonna back in his dirt bike, or the front, whatever, you know. I'm just gay.
Yo, I literally, no cap, I almost spit out my drink.
That's too funny.
This is my first time watching that, and I wanted to save it for when I went live. That's my first time watching that shit. That was crazy.
That was funny.
That was funny.
And he came out, it was right timing too. And in Philly, a
That's,
lot of niggas.
Yo, that shit was,
And I like that he was white, bro, because a lot of niggas go to Philly and be like, no, I ain't gonna disrespect nobody in the city, man. White people don't be with all that shit.
but that's what happens when you make yourself viral. You know what I'm saying? You run out here and can't contain yourself. Like, okay, Usher, we didn't see Usher come out say nothing, right?
Nothing.
Even Carisha, she kind of, you know, she been crashing out, but it's like, Meek, why don't you just not talk about this, bro? Like, why don't he made himself like crash out during the same week he's dropping his album?
Meek Mill was, I feel like he had something, he was doing something freaky with Diddy. It might not be nothing gay, but something sus, bro, because I mean, name shouldn't even be mentioned.
Even if it is, I don't see why he had to address it. I don't see why Meek Mill had to come out here and try to defend himself about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care, because according to just like everybody, just like you, oh, what if Jay-Z's behind the scenes doing some goofy shit, right? Some cheesecake shit. So it's like everybody's accused. Usher's like everybody who's famous gets accused of being a cheesecake nigga, right? So at this point, we're numb to it. We don't care anymore. So for him to come out here and defend himself is only making a class laugh louder. And then for him and academics to be going back and forth, for you to go talk to the governor and say, point at academics, like him and 6ix9ine are responsible for all the Black death and this and that, right? Like, dude, it's like you went to go snitch. And then while academic is doing his live stream, like, you called the cops at Axe house while you're threatening this nigga earlier to go shoot a video in front of Axe crib. Like, you literally crashed out academics, bro. Listen, I'm gonna let you cook. Between Carisha and Meek Mill, academics is really cooking Diddy's, like, who anybody surrounded to Diddy right now, bro, he's really like frying them niggas up, man. But yeah, Meek Mill really got another historical L
off top. And to me, like I say, bro, Meek Mill, it just proved me all these niggas that be acting all street in the industry, bro. Ain't no street niggas in the industry, bro. I know nigga like to be like, I'm from the trenches, but bro.
Like, bro, it could be a wild video drop on Usher right now, dog. His tour is still selling out. Like, niggas don't care, bro. Ooh. Niggas don't care about Usher, bro. Like, niggas don't be caring. Like, Meek Mill really crashed out to me for no reason. And it's like, you about to drop your album. Last thing you need to be, you know.
You think a wild video can drop about Usher and he gonna be good?
Because everybody are like, Usher literally didn't he settled for giving allegedly he settled with some woman and some guy about like some herpes claims. Remember?
Yeah,
a few years ago.
And I know Keke Palmer called him.
Her mom. Yeah. So it's like, and we don't care. And he used to stay with Diddy back in the 90s. So it's like, bro, we don't care. And it's like, you an R&B singing old, pop locking ass nigga. Like, we already know you might be out here wilding. So we don't care. We don't care. We just make good music and entertain. You're an entertainer. You're not a role model.
But that's different from
That's
Meek
the
Mill.
problem.
Like,
You know
do
what-
we care
know
about
what- know
Meek
what it is?
Mill
You know what it
if you know you gay and he get on the track talking about
We don't know
I'm
what it is.
smashing,
You know what
I'm
it is?
thugging.
You know what the problem is, bro?
What is it?
We look at black entertainers as leaders, so we want to put the same morality clause that we put on our preachers and our real thought leaders. And we can have all other artists from all over races. They can do whatever they want to do as long as they present the art where the people want it. They don't care what they do. That's why they're free to do what they do. We want to treat the women like they're supposed to be the nuns, and we want to treat all black entertainers and athletes like they're supposed to walk like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. And it's like, bro, if you just let them be artists or entertainers, bro, let this nigga Meek do what he do and then still rap about shooting niggas. Let Usher be pop locking and still come here singing about women, because you're an entertainer. You entertain. You can hate basketball, but be one of the greatest players of all time, or football. If you are good at something and you are entertaining and you chose to be an entertainer, entertain when it's time to cut the lights on. I give what you do. Nobody cares what you do, because we put our black
about
rap. We
rapping
don't care.
what you live.
You're an entertainer. You're an entertainer. Future told niggas I don't pop perks and do none of that. I'm a lightweight. Great, but keep rapping about it, because I'm not looking at you to lead me to anywhere. I'm just putting this on while I'm working out, while I'm playing the game, while we're chilling, while I'm getting dressed. I'm not looking to ride around popping perks all day. Just like I'm not riding around trying to ride on dirt bikes like Meek Mill all day. Niggas is going to work. It's dental assist. This niggas cleaning teeth. Listen to Meek Mill. Just rap about that shooting shit. I'm not on it. But you can rap about it, but don't crash out, because niggas think you're somebody that if you say you're not, why are you so mad? You've been bunny hopping with Michael Rubin, sandwiching niggas at all white parties, dressing and matching Versace collars with Diddy, pressing meat up on a midget. What we talking about? You over here letting Diddy talk about what do you remember that video? Meek Mill's in the pool.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, daddy.
Yeah, you working hard. Like, man, what we talking about, bro? That's
crazy.
foul.
You should be letting no man call you daddy.
All I'm saying is, Meek Mill, listen, dude, just relax, just calm down, bro. Just calm down. Let niggas get their jokes off, bro. Niggas get jokes off. Like Tay said, Usher's about to go on tour. He's not messing the money up. He's not about to speak out and cost him a bag like you just did a day before your album dropped.
Yeah, he shouldn't drop his album. Album sold 6K, bro. Come on.
All right, so we got the next topic. We're gonna go ahead and roll it. So when everybody, make sure you hit the like button in the chats. I think we want to go. We want to go with Nelly and Cedric Entertainer calling out Cat Williams, or you want to go with Gillie says black CEOs don't pay?
Let's go Gillie. Then we'll shoot on up to Cat Williams and Joe Rogan. Left, right.
All right, yeah. I think maybe like Gillie for sure, and maybe the Umar or Gillie, and then the Cat Williams, because I think we got about like 2 Cat Williams. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and get this clip ready, man. On some real Gillie the Kid, or Gillie the King. I remember when the Black Lives Matter thing came out, he was one of the first niggas that ran outside and say all lives matter. I'm not with Black Lives Matter, all lives matter.
Don't you believe in these niggas?
And then Gillie, and I'm telling you, bro, Gillie, I'm keeping it buck, bro. Gillie to me is a Gillie don't like niggas, bro, but he understands like the environment of niggas. But I think Gillie is like
Gillie.
I don't think Gillie
niggas,
like niggas,
bro.
Gillie loves
niggas. Gillie like me. I love niggas, bro. But we're not gonna get on social media and play a role acting like we don't know what's real out here in these streets. We're not gonna say something just for good feelings. We're gonna just say for real.
Sometimes doesn't it feel like to be pro-black is to be anti-black at the same time?
It is, bro. And it goes back to the famous Chris Rock joke. It's a difference between black people and niggas.
But no, the reason why I disagree with that is because that's like saying it's the same thing between like white people and white trash, or like upstanding like Chinese or Asian people and like whatever they call themselves, or Hispanics have the same thing. Every culture has their degenerates. So that whole black person and niggas It's just our version of it, because if you really be around other races and other cultures, everybody has their degenerates in every culture, in every ethnicity. They do. So it's not about that so much as it's about, to me, like I said, we're gonna let this Gillie clip play, but the anti-black, pro-black duality sometimes is the struggle with being like, the more you know, the more like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the more
You
fucked up you
take
see
your
how
brain out your head to, and I don't even think, you know what, you're right. It's not about the nigga and black people thing. It's just about knowing your people. You got to know your people. It's not, I like what Jesse Lee Peterson say, not all, 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 but most.
Niggas say Gillie is a stink meaner. That's crazy. Hey, that's a good perspective. Let's go ahead and run this Gillie clip, man.
Yes. The youngins out there that's up and coming, man. You know, the realest shit I can tell you is, don't you believe in these niggas. You ain't gonna get no money with these niggas. They gonna call you up. They gonna tell you how good of a job you doing. They gonna tell you we need to work something out. We need to figure shit out. You're never gonna get money with the niggas. No, but they talk all that shit about the white man. The white man's gonna be the one that sock it to your motherfucking pocket. I know it's gonna be a bunch of angry niggas mad at me today. How you gonna say that? Because you niggas don't break bread. Shut up. I don't respect you niggas. We really get back to the community. We really do everything we say we gonna do. You niggas don't break no bread with nobody. You niggas don't try to help other niggas get money, man. And I'm tired of acting like you do. All you niggas is fake as shit, man. Don't hate me, nigga. Hate the gang. The youngins out there that's up and coming, man.
Me all the way. I'm gonna just say it like this, bro.
All right.
I feel what he's saying, but I don't feel like it applies to all black people. You have to get with black people. Me and you, we could do business, no problem. Him and Gillie and Wallow can do business, no problem. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's just a black person thing. But what he's trying to say is, you got niggas out here like Steve Stoute, bro. We were just talking about niggas who would kick your back in an interview. Niggas like Cub Shay. Niggas like y'all say Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels did Monique. We got black people like that in the game who, according to y'all, don't want to give you no money. But you got white people. If you get in the game with white people, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, you're going to get some money with white people.
Niggas said,
I don't think it's all black people fault. I feel like we just don't have that type of wealth to the point where we feel like, yo, we don't value each other,
you know
bro.
what it is?
That's what it is.
It's not even a type of wealth. Is the mentality of like money, or is a mentality of resources and hoarding resources, right? Like when people be like, bro, okay, it's like a black, like an NBA player, right? Or whatever, can literally just go drop $2 million in a hood or a community and just change the trajectory of like a couple families, right? That can just help a couple generations or whatever. Just, you know, we can really spot out and vet people who, if you gave them a certain amount of money or a certain boost, they can, you know what I'm saying, set themselves up. But even when it comes to promoters, I think Gillie's talking about like the promoters, the people, the black people he does business with. Like, yeah, they get money, they driving nice, they doing this, but they ain't doing like no toy drives like me and Wallow. They ain't doing no you know what I'm saying, no family this, they ain't doing no backpack that, they ain't doing no school lunch, you know what I'm saying, this, they ain't doing no prison talk, you know what I'm saying, they ain't going to after school that, you feel me? They ain't doing free lunch that, paying off this book debts, you know what I'm saying, so kids can graduate. That's what he really talking about, bro. And he was like, they ain't getting no money because they ain't giving no money. And that's like, just like how I be saying, I get because I give. Like I'll give niggas resources. I get resources to give niggas resources. You feel me? But when you do that, you're always gonna get back. But what he's saying is that we got a lot of us who, when we get it, we're not really extending that hand outside of like the people we love or the, you know what I'm saying, or like our own world. And that's what's hindering shit. When it talks about the white people, they got money. They're working with other corporations and companies who got a bag. They just cutting the check. So of course they're paying you with nothing behind it. Niggas, because of our economics, not only we coming out of pocket with it, he also seeing like, bro, y'all really ain't, the same thing with Dame Dash was saying. or what I'll say Cameron and Mace were saying about Dame Dash, or Dame Dash was a nigga who would align with Gillie's thinking, like, okay, when I get it, I'm putting other niggas on, right? What basically Gillie is saying, this is why I line this up with the show, is Gillie is saying in the game when it comes to black business, it's a lack of Dame Dashes out here. It's a lack of niggas really paying niggas, doing niggas right, putting other niggas in position, putting niggas on.
And I'll be honest, bro,
making sure niggas get paid on time.
Niggas, black people, we don't like those type of people. The people that's really getting money, and people, like I say, we got, like I was saying, we got Steve Stoutes and people like that out here, bro. They don't like that shit, bro. They don't like people connecting with their people. They feel like, yo, you're trying to get power, and they don't want to see you with no power. They don't want to see niggas out here showing love like that, bro. Why? Because it makes them, people like Steve Stoute, it make them feel less important.
Hey, Tay, most of it is just washing some money, bro.
You got black people, to be honest, bro, they want to be the richest nigga in the room. That's how most black people feel, bro. They want to be the richest. They want to be the best. They want to be the goodest. They don't want no other nigga in the room that's showing other black people on. And to be honest, bro, just to go back to Dame Dash, and Cameron was right. Look how many niggas was eating when Dame Dash was around. You had State Property. They had a clothing line. You had Diplomats. You had Kanye. You had everybody else who was on Rockaway,
yeah.
Freeway. All these niggas, everybody was eating movies. Niggas was doing movies. Beanie Siegel was a movie star when Dame Dash was around. Cam was a movie star when Dame Dash was around. When niggas like Jay-Z on the block, only a few niggas gonna eat. That's it. His close friends, niggas who did 20-year bids for him, them the only niggas gonna eat on the block when Jay-Z around. And that's what niggas like. Because guess what? Who you have niggas worshiping? Jay-Z. Nigga don't care about Dame Dash. Nigga don't care how many niggas Dame Dash will let eat. They care about Jay. Why? Because he got the baddest bitch. He doing his thing. Come on, man. Niggas want to be the richest niggas in the room. 100%, Jermaine. Niggas want to be the richest nigga in the room. And then when that nigga come around and he let everybody eat, that nigga's a problem. Why? Because I'm not the richest. Beanie a boss. Cam a boss. Kanye finna be a boss. I don't feel like a boss. Now when Jay-Z around, Jay-Z the only boss and everybody else good. And a couple other people, Rihanna. Ain't that many people good, bro. Everybody was good when Dame Dash was around. And niggas don't like that type of nigga, bro, because they want to say like, oh, Dame Dash, you don't know how to talk to people. He talking to you like a nigga. He talking to you like a nigga supposed to talk to you.
You know what? I also do think that, just like they said, as good as Dame Dash was for spot and talent, I think, Dame Dash is a nigga that, kind of like a, if you know boxing, Jack Johnson, he was very arrogant, like a sore winner, and they made sure they got on his ass about that shit.
I'll be honest with you, bro.
In later years, for even transporting,
and that goes against your philosophy, bro. It's no nigga just because he getting money, he got to be humble, bro. They wanted Jack Johnson to be humble. You knocking out these, Jack Johnson, right?
Yeah, Jack Johnson. Yeah, we talking about the same one.
You knocking out all these white people. Do it with your head down, nigga. Don't do it with no smile on
and
your
that's
face.
How they had. I
forgot the other boxer. Niggas to be like.
Remember they had the other boxer. I forgot his name.
The white guy?
No. Black guy came after
Joe Louis.
Joe Louis.
Yeah, they want you to knock white people out and outdo white people in business with your head fucking down. Dame Dash is that one who coming into the executive office like, yo, I'm not happy to be here. I ain't humble to be here. Matter of fact, y'all should be kissing my ass because I'm making y'all money. Yes, Dame Dash is that nigga we need around, but as black people, when he get around that type of nigga, even niggas like that with me, because I get around like, yo, I don't give a fuck white people here. I'm doing me. They're like, nah, man, simmer down. We trying to get a business. Like, yo, we don't have to act like white people to get money with them. But a lot of black people, when that black person comes around and he's that nigga for real, they want you to kind of tone down and let these white, nah, let's be us. Let's be us. But niggas don't want that. That's why I say niggas want them niggas like Steve Stoute. That's why they still popping in the business.
Yeah, I feel you. You want to run with the clip with Nelly calling Cat Williams out and then get to the Cat Williams clip and then see if we want to run back the Umar and the other last 3 clips. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the Cat Williams, the Nelly calling him out, and the Cedric Entertainer and everybody on LeBron podcast to be real industry and have Hollywood talk. Yeah, because, you know, I've been so successful, you know, I sometimes, you know, on an interview, and they ask, what's one of my weaknesses? I say, you know, sometimes I work too hard. And everybody starts laughing. That's what
Who
the
that
shop
was?
is. No, that's just...
Bro, I was wondering.
No, I'm saying anytime I watch the shop, like that show LeBron has that he wants to pop up on sometimes and tell his own lies, the shop is just full of a bunch of industry niggas jerking each other off, talking about how successful they've been at jerking each other off. So.
And off top, I wondering this too.
Ain't nobody ever said
on this topic. Why in the hell, dog, why didn't nobody check out the Cedric the Entertainer interview for $1 million worth of game? That shit is sitting like under $1 million.
Yeah, hey, Tay, you're right. Sometimes it's not about that, and I feel you, but some people haven't really had real jobs. We had to talk to people a certain way, especially somebody like Dame Dash, who, like, when people be like, I never had a real job, those type of individuals,
yes,
they never had to work with people they don't like, or their tone or how they move dictated their employment.
And you can't blame a nigga for that. That's the same
Especially
way.
if they're being extremely successful without going that route. It's like, it's really a setup for a disaster if you don't have some type of self-realization and self-awareness to understand that in different rooms you have to act accordingly. So,
and I understand that, but I want people to get outside of that. Because guess what? When white people come in our rooms, they don't got no way they got to act. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, but just like Tate, you know what I'm saying? It's situations where, like, you know, motherfuckers trying to give you money. We trying to pay you. We want to do business.
But look at the perspective of Dame Dash.
But listen, but you with Dame Dash, fuck that. Let's talk.
I'm getting money out my trunk. I don't need you.
But listen, this is the problem. You say that until you need me, because we're Nike, we're this business, we're whatever corporation that's been running longer than your black ass was able to count, read, and talk goddamn niggonomics. We see a money play with you, Dame Dash, or whatever. We want to do business with you. We got to talk. I'm talking from a taste perspective. We got a bag. We have did quarterly splits on what people we want to go after as far as for these campaign runs and these endorsements. We have this amount that we want to go after, and these are the people we're going to target for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Dame Dash, we want to target you, Rockefeller, Rockaware, and State Property, all this shit for the first quarter. Dame Dash, we have a bag ready to negotiate with you. We call you. It's your intern. I'm going to put you with the assistant. Day 5, day 3, whatever. Now the assistant's giving us the run around. And then we haven't even talked to you. Then when we talk to you, you act like we have to sell you on us.
Yes.
When we're the legacy brand and we already have a check that it's not about how you feel, nigga. This might be a 6, 7, 8-figure check that if you can just stop being an asshole for this 12-minute conversation, we're going to wire you the money. But because you come here on that fly jiggy shit and spit in our face when we have a $35 million allocated not only to you and the signing bonus, but for the campaign promotion of your brand, and you shit on me and my good white dollar incorporation, I'm going to shut your black ass in the coldest, furthest basement alive, and you're never going to see the light of day. Just because I had the back and you're disrespecting me, I got to go through hoop after hoop, just like a Kanye or certain other niggas. That's why him and Dame Dash probably do fuck with each other, because they're both erratic businessmen who are successful. But it's like, you cannot contain yourself long enough to just sign the deal, do the deal, see it to fruition, and get the bag. And that's exactly why people love Jay-Z, because Jay-Z probably feel the same way Dame Dash and Kanye and the rest of these niggas feel. But Jay-Z know how to play face long enough to get the bag, sever the deal in terms, sell my stock when I don't want to fuck with it, and walk away properly, bro. Because it's just like anything in life. If whenever business runs its course, walk away amicably, because the same people that this business ran its course or didn't be successful with this time are going to be the same phone numbers that will call you or don't call you with the next opportunity, because it is a network of venture capitalists. And that's what we'll be talking about. When you piss off one, you piss off the right one, Nobody's gonna let you in the circle. Nobody's gonna let you in the boys club. Nobody's gonna let you in the schmucks insurance deals. We're all gonna get on this fucking company. It's a can't lose. We're all gonna make $1 million every day off it. But once you shit on me, I'm never gonna call you from those phone calls. And you're gonna dwindle and you're gonna fall off of this wealth country club, boys club thing we got of conglomerate venture capitalists, and you're gonna be kicked out of the deal. But because we're not educated in that, we just say Illuminati.
You know, you're 100% right. But like I say, bro, as black people, we got to go in there and start being like, yo, we're black. We don't care what you think. Not saying that you don't care what you think, but you're going to have to talk with us like you trying to deal with our culture, because our culture is the one making y'all billions. White culture ain't making y'all no billion. Nike is the biggest because of Jordan, a black guy. Which I don't say black people got to act all erratic, but we got them black guys. You know, when we go to the family reunion, you got those black guys that, yo, we loud.
Hey,
we
hold on. Yeah,
we might, like, they hated Dame Dash, because guess what? If you were wearing some whack sneakers around Dame Dash, it don't matter if you're white or black. He gonna cut you up.
But listen, hold on. Star was an asshole. Still is. But Star came in the game like that. And on top of that, Star wasn't trying to get in position with these same companies that Dame Dash kind of needs to get in to succeed. Star is like, nigga, I'm gonna get my bag. I'm not trying to come to Leor's house. I'm not trying to come to goddamn Dame Dash's house. I'm not trying to come hang out with Puffy. I'm not trying to fuck with y'all. We can still get a bag like Leor. I'm not coming to your motherfucking house, but you can still cut me a check.
And I do feel like,
and that's where real shit.
You right about that. Dame Dash was trying to play both sides. He was trying to smile on white folks' face and be on that nigga time. And I feel like Star was kind of like always I don't even say Star asshole. I just feel like Star was a Scrooge businessman. And that's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's different. You know what I mean? Star's no fun in game. And Dame Dash kind of embarrassed you a little bit. But just to move forward from that, I just feel like when what Gillie was saying, I feel like he was right and wrong. I feel like you got black business people that's going to cut that check for a black person. Like Tyler Perry cut that check for Taraji P. Henson and a lot of other black actors that deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
Janet Jackson and all them. And you got some black people in hip hop. And I think he's just speaking from a hip hop perspective that just like going to be tight with that bag, aka baby. See, you know what I mean? We got to look at who niggas deal with.
Tay, listen, I'm coming out there.
If you want to call in, we got a link.
Yeah, hey Tay, listen, I'm coming out there because I'll be out there. But it just just like you and Ellie, when you go out there for business, it's really busy when you go out there. I think we should do a pod, me, you, and Marshall should cop
and I wish
studio.
I could come out there, man, and do some production, but I'm just like, I'm family manned up right now. I can't really be that but I could do some stuff on the back end. So if y'all want to do something, let me know. And we can get it done, bro.
Hey,
Easy
listen,
money.
Hey, dog just said Dame Dash don't know how to white it up, man. Sometimes you got to go ahead and code switch, man. Go ahead, put on that. Go ahead, walk in that room and you don't have to show all your teeth, but speak very monotone, slow.
We passed that as black people, bro.
It's not we passed, bro. You want the bag or not? We
on that rip up the contract.
No, you're not. You know why you're not, J-Dug?
You
know why you're not, J-Dug? Because you already said on numerous pods that we have on tape that you speak directly against that. And you all, listen, that you ready to crash out and sell out.
Oh yeah,
so
I am gonna sell out, but
it's
gonna be some white people who feel J-Dug style. I'm not gonna go in there and be like, yeah, that's my style anyway.
Hey, Tay in the building, man. What's popping, man?
What's good? Yo, this conversation is crazy.
I'm telling you, bro, like when we have these, we cover topics, but we really want to get into the details of it and the mindsets of both parties and kind of have some type of if we don't have any hands-on experience, we've always have certain life experiences that are applicable to the scenario at hand, so it can keep the conversation growing. So what's up, man? Hey, like the spot, man. That shit's fly, man.
Hey, yo, this shit's fun. Hey, when
Jump
you
mode
come
on
out
these
and do the
niggas.
pod
Show
and
these
shit.
niggas, man.
He
Tay,
gonna
show
stun
these
on
niggas.
me.
Hey, look
He
who
gonna
it is
stun
though.
on me. He got a view. We got some
Marshall,
white
hey,
people in
yo,
there.
Marshall, what's popping, man? I see the view, man. Y'all niggas really doing that shit big, man. Listen,
Bro, we
dog.
out here.
Make me show.
We out here.
Outside, man. Friday night, man.
You know we
What
got
time
the
is it
turn
over
up.
there? It's like what, 6:30 over there?
6:51.
Oh shit, man. Y'all popping out tonight?
Looks like Marshall's about to go to you about to go to dinner? Yeah, what you doing? Going to have adult relations. Oh yeah, he got
Hey,
five
Marshall, you know what time
Go
it
on
is, my nigga?
vacation.
You know what time it is. Hey, listen, I'm saying I'm going out there in a couple weeks, so we gotta link up. But the topic we're about to go down in a second. Before we go down that topic,
I want to hear him on that Gillie
yeah,
topic.
yeah, I want to hear on the Gillie topic, just talk about, you know, sometimes doing business with unprofessional people. Really, because when we talk about the Dame Dash and the Gillie situation,
Not unprofessional. That's a reach.
I
so,
mean,
because some of the things are unprofessional in certain business dynamics, like the way you talk to
Boisterous
people, belittling people, dominating rooms where everybody has a big enough ego where they have to have their moment to speak, because it doesn't matter if you coming in with everything. Everybody in the room has to have an opportunity to speak, so you don't make anybody feel like you're just shitting on them. I'm gonna pass the mic to you, so go ahead.
yeah, I mean, basically, like, it's a regular thing, especially with like niggas from the hood and niggas ain't never really had shit, or they put themselves on and they got it out the mud. They don't
Right.
know how to just like calm down and just
Mm.
speak. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's not even about like being a bitch or just being like, you know, letting people walk over you or nothing. It's just about like having respect for the people you're dealing with in the situation. They're talking about what Gillie said. I know what the reference of Dame, what Gillie said. So Gillie basically was saying how niggas don't really be out here helping others within the community and really giving back to the community and putting niggas on and giving them opportunities and such. And that's a lot of that is true, but also a lot of niggas aren't dependable. A lot of niggas squander opportunities. A lot of niggas don't really listen to you. They think they know everything, or they move different, or they don't handle like a connection the way that if you connected them with somebody and put them on with somebody, they sour the relationship or they have issues with them. Like, I think it's also like really hard to like go back. If you've like made it out somewhere, it's really hard to go back sometimes. Mike Epps actually just did an interview.
Pops in the building.
Mike Epps was talking about how every time he would go back to where he was from, he would find himself like, you know, belittling himself, whether it be like going on drug benders or whatever it is, to fit in with these people that were still in the same space, because he realized that when he wasn't like stooping down to that level or that mindset, that they were looking at him like, oh, you're better than us. And that happens a lot. And rather than like people looking at each other like, hey, like,
In and
let me
out.
listen to what that person did and let me listen to what they, you know, how they did it to get to where they're going, and take that information and then do something with it. A lot of people just want to have dreams but not like act on them too. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the work.
And you know what it is? Because first of all, salute my dog Pops is in the building, dog. And I'm saying, hey, if you got your Twitch link, if you got your, you know what I'm saying, we drop it in the chat for everybody so they go ahead and follow you over there. You know what I'm saying, Pops?
I'll drop it up over there for sure.
Yeah, man. Before I let Pops hop on, what Marshall's pretty much saying is the problem that I've had in business, and I think we all have had in business. We're trying to put somebody on or like teach them the game and the formula. It's like you're trying to teach somebody how to bake a cake, right? They want to know how to bake a cake, and they know you're one of the best cake bakers in the game. They come stand side beside you, right? And it's like, listen, it's going to take a couple days for you to get this down, right? You get through the recipe. By the fourth step, it may be a 12-step process. By the fourth or fifth step, they feel like they know. Not only do they feel like they know what's going to come next, they feel like they know what they would have did better through the first 4 to 5 steps that you did, knowing damn well they don't know nothing about baking a cake. So they'll take what you taught them through the halfway through the steps, slide on you, try to use your formula, disappear, rebrand themselves as the same shit you just did, and it is like you call a nigga back 2 weeks later. Hey, yo, so how are your cakes now? Oh, the niggas going around. But what happened? I thought you understood. Why'd you leave? What Marshall's pretty much saying is like, dude, you'll try to help people and they think they know enough from you and not follow through with the process of actually getting put on or actually getting the formula and go run off and crash and fail, and to be ashamed when it's like, dude, if you would have just stayed down, sometimes even with a Dame Dash or sometimes with like some venture capitalists, if I'm bringing you along, you don't have to be the smartest person in the room, the rich person in the room. Just like I said, we're sitting at a business table. It doesn't matter if I'm Jay-Z, you're the guy who owns Louis Vuitton and all the liquor brands, Bernard Arnault and Rihanna or whoever else is in the building. Everybody has to be able to speak. There's no big eyes or little U's. The most egoless room, the most egoless room are the ones with the biggest accomplishments to get things done. The world would not move if the biggest egos could not put them to the side to do collective business.
That's a fact.
Correct. So like to your point there, right? I think another demographic of that is some people don't understand that their lane is not to be in my spot. Your lane might just be to be. I don't want to call you my sidekick, but your lane might need to be behind the scenes. That might
you
be
can
your
be
spot.
Steve Kerr, but I got 3 championships for you and a whole career outside of what me and you did. You don't have to be Jordan on this team, but you're gonna be Steve Kerr where the fuck you need to be Steve Kerr at.
Fact. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So and then you have those people. You also have people that come to your team. They can help you get better. Hey, look, I see you follow steps 1 through 12, but I'm gonna tell you at step 10, you might be able to actually dial that back some to cut the time down to step 11 and 12. You know what I'm saying? And help me rebrand my process. You have like that's I think the biggest thing of all of this is when you're going and you're transcending as a person, as an individual, we talking about in life, right? There comes a point where you have to reevaluate every single person in your life and where you're going to put them.
That's a fact.
So some people, they can't come to the next level with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, boom, right? Me and Florida Boy Jay, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog. If he say, Pops, man, I got a $10,000 idea. I got an idea. I need 10 bands, bro. I can make it 100. I'll trust him to do that. I can see his track record. He gonna do right. But I got other homies that can tell me the same shit. They can't get a dime from me.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's not your lane. There's workers, and then there's the boss. Every nigga not meant to be a boss, but you got niggas that's workers that want to be the boss. That's where the problems align, right? We'll take it a step farther than that, right? Think about every organization that you can think of, from the mob, from the cartel, from the Yakuza triads, right? Only one demographic actually tries to overthrow the boss every time. Who is it? Niggas. You don't see the fucking foot soldier say, you know what, bro? I'm tired of El Chapo telling me what to do. I'm gonna take him out. You know why? Because you can't fuck with El Chapo. You can never be even if you remove me from that spot, you could never be me. You could never do what I do. You're gonna bring the kingdom down trying to be me. You feel what I'm saying?
Like,
only black people.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying only the black demographic do that. And everything that you think of, any positive, anything that we do positive that make any kind of money, think about it. Remember the dude that did the birthday song? They made a little happy birthday song. It was going viral all over Twitch. They was friends till the money started coming in. Now we divided. Why can't we make?
Matter of fact,
why are we not just doing this together? Why we got? Oh, I deserve this. I just see what I'm saying.
Can I give you 2 perfect examples?
Go ahead.
Let's look at Apple. Not even Apple. Is Microsoft. We look at Bill Gates like we look at Neil Armstrong in a way, right?
Correct.
But you know who played they motherfucking part? Buzz Aldrin. Does everybody know who Buzz Aldrin is? Probably not, if you didn't give a fuck about learning anything. But if you know who Buzz Aldrin was the second motherfucker to walk on the moon, allegedly, right? Decorated career. He don't give a fuck about anybody else because I was the second nigga on the motherfucking moon. It don't matter who was the first. I was the second, right? Buzz Aldrin. Another one. We go to Microsoft. Everybody know Bill Gates, right? What about Steve Ballmer? Number 2, nigga own the Clippers. Would you rather be Bill Gates right now, C Bomber? It's not about money. I'd rather be C Bomber. C Bomber got a cooler life to me. Nigga, I own the Clippers. I crash out every goddamn home game on the floor seats, nigga. I got Kawhi Leonard. I just built a 2K team. C Bomber's living a dream.
And a stadium.
In Crenshaw Eagle. Like, come on, my nigga. Right? So when I say that to say this, sometimes with us, we don't understand, like Pops just said, play positions. Even with gang culture, anything else. We don't have people who want to play second, play third, play fourth. Okay, you could be a lieutenant. You could be a foot soldier because we don't need you to be at the top. It's just like any job. You're never going to be the CEO at this job. But what you can do is get a free education in your passion. And when you graduate off of my dime, you can leave my company and go do greater things. Like what McDonald's does for you. What Aetna had offered for me. What Merrill Lynch and Bank of America had offered for me. Whereas like, nigga, if you want to die here to be the CEO, if you want to die about this life, come on ahead. But if you want to take what you have learned from here, nigga, we'll fire you tomorrow. But if you learned enough while you were here to springboard your future, I've done enough, nigga. We didn't hire you to be the motherfucking third in command. We hired you to be the scout quarterback when we got a mobile quarterback shucking and jiving through the 30-yard line. We got you to be the goddamn scout quarterback. But guess what? That's your motherfucking job.
I will say, hold on, Jay. I will say, and first, Pops, I fuck with everything you said, and I agree with it. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second because here's another part of this that isn't addressed enough, and a reason why we have so many different issues within the community about this. People aren't learning those bottom, quote unquote, bottom feeder jobs. They aren't learning those Indian jobs. They aren't learning those worker bee jobs in a way that makes them ready for the next level. When you're a boss, when you're a leader, you know how to do everything to a degree. You might not know the intricacies of all of it, but you know how it all works. You know how it all comes together, and you know how to put people in position to develop all of their strengths to be stronger and develop their weaknesses into strengths so they can move into the next position. As they become stronger, they train up homie that's coming up from behind. You know what I'm saying? And you get to move up. That's how you become a boss. That's how you become a leader. That's how you become a boss of the company, or you split off and go do your own shit and shit gets stronger. And that's like a really big deal for me because personal development and business development is what we lack in so many ways in the Black community and what we're doing. And every nigga out here wants to just jump up and be a boss or be a leader. Fuck being a boss personally, and no disrespect to anybody says that. I'm a leader. You know, I want to make sure my people are eating. I want to make sure everything I worked for and worked really fucking hard for and went through, they ain't got to go through it because they know how to move right. Because I went through all the fuck shit. I dealt with all the fucking weird ass white people in the boardrooms looking at me crazy, talking to me crazy. You know what I mean? We were just talking about that earlier. Like, for example, just earlier this week, I was running a global touring meeting for a potential artist about to offer a global tour deal. Niggas got sideways in there. The white people got sideways. And I literally said, this is what we need. We're not going another step until you respond to this question. Where your financials at? You know what I mean?
And if you
And
don't help,
then,
and it's like, and what you're doing, and it's like the back and forth like a tennis match is like, okay, who's going to be responsible for seeking this deal? Because at the end of the day, we're having discourse, right? It's not like I gave you a number and you signed. We're negotiating. If I gave you something I'm comfortable with and you're not going to fuck with it, who's sinking this deal, us or you? And that's another dynamic you're bringing up. A lot of times, because like I said, we're Black. We're talking from a Dame Dash perspective, from where, like I said earlier, you can be a company that's offering a bag and you're just unprofessional enough to take the bag or bite the bullet or just put your ego aside to sign the check, right? But there's also times where you are ready to sign the check and the number's feasible, and the company who's offering you it is disrespecting and bullshitting you and low-key setting a precedent for disrespect in this business relationship that you are about to sign on to.
Correct.
Absolutely. And that's very situational. But a lot of the time you got somebody like me and other people like me or in larger positions than me, we didn't already did the hard work behind closed doors. We didn't already got all the white people to sign off. We didn't already plead the
Correct.
case. Yeah. So I know when I come to you, I'm coming with the money you need and sometimes more. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't need you getting out of pocket with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch how you talk when you're talking to me. I done already did all the heavy lifting. You don't even know about it, and you're not supposed to. It's my job. That's what I'm here for.
I gathered everybody in the room to conduct this conversation here. My job is pretty much done as far as the influence of the outcome, but it's like what you, it's like for the fact that we got this, or I've done my job for this conversation to go forth. Hopefully you guys do the right thing, but my hands, I've done my job for this conversation to take place in the first place. But before we get to the next topic, when it comes to even black business, right, between us three, even Marshall, between us four on some real, it's not even about black business at this point. It's about the next generation of business.
Correct.
Where when we're all in our early 30s, we all just cracked the eggshell of our 30s, right?
We just hitting our stride.
Right. But it's to the point where it's like all that, oh, your parents helped you, all that, or you got a trust fund, or you had a head start in life. We're old enough to whatever results from the last 12 to 15 years, because we all grew up in environments where, you know, upper middle class, where you can play the facade long enough, right? We know we are all at points where all four of us are self-made, right? We all got, you know, our shit together. The next generation of business is like us four going into business as like, okay, this is a small venture capitalist. Okay, we're all percentage owners. It's 25% split, 4 minority owners. That's how, when we were talking about the Jay-Z's, the Dame Dash, the Steve Stoutes, these are the conversations we need to have where we're networking with our own resources and starting our own, no matter how small, but we're passing the plug. Everybody needs to pass their plug. Okay, you got social media. Okay, you got this app. You got that app. You got this connection. I got that connection. Everybody make a promise to supersede their own expectations on what their personal skill is, and we can always do business. Being your best self. Guess what? If you can't be used, you are useless.
Correct.
Fuck all that. Everything's transactional.
We don't want you around.
Hey, everything's transactional. Money's root of all evil. All four of us are living fine. All four of us are trying to get at me and Pops are on the phone talking about how do you fight complacency. You know what I'm saying? Like having real conversations. So it's to the point where the next phase for us, you know, when they say we're the ones who have to throw the cookout, like we're the parents, we're the ones who have to barbecue now. That's when we have no barbecues. We're waiting on Uncle and them to do the barbecue again. It's up to us now. We the unks and uncles now, right? We the aunties and uncles now. We the parents.
That's a fact.
So when it comes to business, we all have OGs and mentors who help us give a blueprint to how we move. But at the end of the day, all four of us are at the age where we need to start, even if it's not us four together, but us four as an example, where you know a couple consistent business owners and businessmen where you guys need to start finding a collective business you all agree on. You all have a certain talent that could accelerate the growth of the business. And when it comes to money, the finance, business accounts, whatever, everybody is transparent, and we all have clean faces of being in businesses with other people. And either it's succeeding long-term, short-term, or not, everybody has a clean face, and everybody can reference other businesses. Hey, cheers. Everybody can reference other businesses and business partners to have confidence in doing collective fucking business.
You
right?
right. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too, right? I'm gonna add another level to this before we change topics, right? You you want to know another thing that happens too, and this is something you could disagree, but if you have worked in any business field, whether you try whatever you're doing, right? Black people like to gatekeep information when they make it.
You goddamn right.
These are facts. You cannot. I can tell you from personal experience and different walks of life that I've been in. I've learned more from a white person giving me a leg up than a black person.
Bro,
these
white
are the
people,
facts.
any other culture. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Them niggas come to me unsolicited, putting me on game all the time. All the time. Sorry, I interrupted, but
no, you're good. But that's what I'm saying. Like you have
good white, the good white.
no, definitely. You know, but like it's just like what. And I'm not saying that there's not successful black people. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying there's not no businesses. But in reality, for most of us, no matter what walks of life you're in, I've worked at a bank. I've worked in tech. I've done a little bit of everything. right?
Right.
Every position I've ever had, I've had a black person and I've had a white person. You know who helped me get to the next level? It was never the black person. It was
Never.
always the white person.
I
Every
will
single
say
time.
where I'm at right now, I have had the most black executives in my corner, thankfully, on a global scale, like for the company I work for, and it's insane. I've never experienced. It's never come close to it. Like it's nuts. I can't even believe it. I'm like, damn. Like I got the good whites and I got niggas on my side, and like nobody that's like on a small level. People that are fucking our chief strategy officer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. I'm like, damn, I ain't never had this level of support.
No, definitely. And you know, like this is the thing, right? So I'm gonna take it to some street shit because it's like this some old shit, right?
Right.
This some old shit. So boom. If let's say we on the block, right? We spinning. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the block. And I'm like, damn, bro, like I really wanna, you know, I wanna make some more money, right? From personal experience. When I started fucking with the white people, they was like, look, bro, this is what you got to do. Go here, do this, do that. People will gatekeep that information from you. They don't, some people don't even want you to get better. Me personally, and he will tell you, bro, I will give you the game for free. It's whatever you want to do with it. But you can have the information. And you know what I'm saying? And with DeAndre, what he's saying and all of that, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm telling you from a personal experience. I can give anybody the game for free. And I don't have a problem with it. You know why? Because at the end of the day, you can never come back to me and say, you ain't help a brother out. How didn't I? You know what I'm saying? How didn't I?
Exactly, bro.
How didn't I? What did I not do for you? Because I won't. And see what the problem is, a lot of our culture, in specific, because we're uneducated in a field, we feel like we're owed something. I've been your friend for 10 years. I've been your friend for 15. You should. No, I shouldn't. I can give you the game, though. Hey, look. I'll use LeBron and Rich Paul. Rich Paul, LeBron, best friend. He didn't have to go to school to be an agent. He could have been like, hey, bro, I'm cool with just being a friend. You just bring me along. I come to the games. I post up. I'm John Morant daddy, basically. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just here kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, he bossed up. He said, hey, Bron said, hey, I want to start an agency. Rich Paul took his ass to school, got that degree. Clutch Sports, one of the biggest sports agencies ever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's how you level up your people around you. But if Rich Paul didn't want to do that, right?
Right.
Obviously, now I gotta reevaluate my friendships. Well, you're not trying to take it to the next level. I got a vision, and you can't help me get to that vision. What you said?
You're a
Shay?
liability. You're a liability.
But Pops, know what it is too.
I ain't got
Know what
time
it is too,
for it.
Tay? A lot of times people can't see it through. Like when I'm getting in business with people, I'm not getting in business like, okay, if it's maybe like we're doing like spot up tours or certain temporary things. If we're getting in business, I'm getting in business with you for at least 3 to 5 years projectively when it comes to if it's going to be successful. 3 to 5 years, you can eat for 3 at the minimum. It can have a short run but successful, or it can be a 5-year run where maybe we can really branch this shit off. Like even when we did, not even what we did, we're still doing part on where it's like, yo, we built a brand we can always eat from. But at the end of the day, we don't have people who see things through where it's like niggas want to eat the first 12 months, the first 6 months, where you got to understand with some business, it takes investment. How much money can you lose before we make back? We may not make back the first 2 years, but after that 3rd year, by year 4, we're going to make double what we put in. By year 5, we playing with house money. By year 7, by year 10, 12, we can sell this shit and don't give a fuck if they turn this shit into goddamn Febreze sprays. We done made our money and dipped. We don't have enough patience to see things through. We want to put our money in and take it out when we have a rainy day. We want to put our money in and take it out when we feel like we done put in so much work and we didn't get paid that day, or we was in the back of the restaurant cutting onions and tomatoes on Mother's Day, or on Valentine's Day. I was in the restaurant because I had to fire the chef because the chef high on perk 30s and he over here drooling on the ahi tuna. Or we got the bartender high on meth and she can't bartend, but I got my bartend license. But I ain't bartending in 5 years. But today I got a bartend on the day I told my kids I'm taking them to go fishing because either we're going fishing or I got to hold this bar down. But
I
because
mean, you in or you out.
I'm going to my business partner and tell him I need a check cut because I had to work hard today and we ain't gonna see no money for another 8 months.
And the piggyback off what you're saying, as black people, I say this all the time. We have to stop looking for guaranteed outcomes. There's no such thing as a guaranteed outcome. You have to put in the work, and what the outcome is, the outcome it is. But black people, we don't like to invest $100 if we know we're gonna get 10,000.
So we have to have
But
enough.
niggas are risk adverse because they don't understand what it takes in order to get the money out after they've put a certain amount of money in. Like they don't understand the timeline a lot of the time, and that just comes from us not being as educated and financially literate within certain industries or certain investments that we want to be involved in, which can all be fixed if you fucking read, if you
Hey,
listen.
but you know what it is too, because we're about to play this next clip. When it just comes out, even us as black, as successful black businessmen, right? Do you, when you look at another nigga that you fuck with, another brother you fuck with, it's like, do you believe in yourself and in us as like-minded individuals enough to do business and fail and still have love for me as if this never happened?
Facts.
Because if you understand that we have to do that first before we sign ink, but we have to live on that principle that if this shit goes to shit tomorrow, we gotta be like this because of just, you know what I'm saying, our principle, like who we are. Like, bro, if you believe that the fact that we're going to be successful, but if it goes left, I still fuck with you, love you as a brother regardless, right? And I'm still gonna play cool. If you got something else that makes sense, as long as you weren't the nigga to fuck it up and I was the nigga to fuck it up, maybe the circumstance, bad timing, we can still have clean face and do business and reference each other. You can take that same principle mindset to them white folks, to them Asian folks, to the small hats, and everybody else, because that's the identity that you had to build yourself off from with your own people.
Facts. You know what else? I'm gonna say this too, right? Sometimes we get to a point to where something fails and we want to quit, but sometimes, right? And this is where a lot of black owners fail. Sometimes it's how they carry themselves as a business owner, right? I'm gonna use an example, right? It's a chef. I hit him up. I ain't talked to Buddy in a long time. He a cook. You know what I'm saying? When I first met Cuz, he was doing meal preps. I seen that he was, seen his page the other day. You know, on Instagram, sometimes they don't show you what's going on.
Right.
You know, I happen to see his page. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking, and I see his page pop up. I sent it to my brother because he's looking for a meal prep. Like, hey, bro, hit Cuz up. I know he was doing that. My homie hit him up. Cuz hit him back and he said, hey, man, like, I see you doing your thing. Like, what's up with the meal prep? What's the price? Instead of him saying, hey, man, I don't meal prep anymore. You want to know what he said?
What's up?
Nigga, that was 2019. The fuck I look like meal prepping. See, now, I haven't talked to you in years. I'm only seeing the one post. I'm seeing you doing your thing. In my opinion, you're a cook, right? How do I know you don't meal prep? I didn't go through your damn page. I'm trying to put some money in your pocket. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah. Hey, hold on. That's one thing. Listen, one thing nigga gonna say to another nigga when business don't go, put a little money in your pocket. Every time, man, they'll go, first thing a nigga always say to a nigga is, I was trying to put a little shine in your pocket.
Now,
go ahead.
The thing.
Go ahead.
So he said that to my brother, right? Now, this is the thing. My brother got quadruple times the money as you. Knows quadruple time the number of people you do because of his line of business. You done fucked up. Possibly that could have been your $1 million come up. This nigga work with judges, lawyers. I know you're not in them rooms. You feel what I'm saying? He's in those rooms with these judges, these lawyers. He's there. I promise I will call him right and tell you, he's in these rooms. Right. These people, you know what I'm saying? They always look, you never know. They have events all the time. The dude live out in Ponte Vedra, my brother go to his house every weekend. They go on golf and shit. You don't know what'll happen. Hey man, I need a catering. They doing TPC next weekend or whatever it is. He's catering at his house. That could have been you. Them 10 bands he about to give the Olive Garden or wherever the fuck else he getting, that could have been your 10 bands.
And it's not for you to get in those rooms and try to get your Malcolm X on, nigga, for
Yeah.
free. You dumbass nigga. Nobody give a fuck about that. You want to eat or not, nigga? You trying to, nigga? You know what? It's like a nigga trying to get Malcolm X just to get the money to go buy some goals. Like you're trying to be pro-black just to get the money to do
Right.
nigga shit.
Right.
If you gonna do nigga shit with the money, just shut the fuck up. Don't show all your teeth. Just charm them white folks and let them cut their check, dog. And go. Listen. I don't get. I'm first one to tell nigga, hey man, when them white folks come with the bag, nigga, act accordingly, my nigga.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bro, we all like money, right? You feel what I'm saying? So now
money green.
You know what I'm saying? So now, he said that to my brother. So my brother, what he say? He called me. He said, before I blank on this nigga, what should I do? I said, show him $100,000 and then block him. So what he did? Show a nigga his bank account, how much money he got, blocked his ass. You know that nigga wrote him from another page. Hey, bro, what the meal? Like you said, you need meal prep for what? It's dead, bro. That shit over with. You know what I'm saying? Like it's over with. See, you don't even know who you be talking to. You know what I'm saying? I never know who the next person I could be in touch with. You feel
Bro,
what I'm saying?
I say that to niggas all the time, especially when they try and come at me sideways or talk to me any certain kind of way. Like, you have no idea what I do, what kind of money I can play with, what I can do for you, what I can connect you with. Like, you have no idea. And then you find out and you're like, oh, hey, what's up, bro? Like, nah, nigga, stay over there. I wasn't cool enough. Nah, you ain't know who I was. Like, nah, you seen homeboy from such and such label, such and such artist camp and shit, like fucking with me and dapping me up. Nah, I'm straight. I know
Yeah.
what you on. I know what you're
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, now you're interested, you know what I'm saying? Because see, now you see that he got this amount of money. Now you're interested in, okay, well, I'll do it for you. But see, you could have handled that completely different. Hey man, I don't do meal preps anymore, bro. I could point you in a direction, you know what I'm saying? And he might still be like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, I got a dude next weekend. He need a catering event. I seen your page. I'm gonna send it to him. You never know who you're in contact with, but you have some people in our culture that don't know how to be customer centric at any point. They late.
Yep.
They don't know how to talk.
Yep.
Like I put you in a room, you can't come here and say, "What's up, bro? What's up, dog?" Bro, they don't talk like that, bro.
Read the room, my boy. Read it.
You know what I'm saying? And being professional is not being white. I hate that that's a stigma.
Bro, listen, I could write a whole dissertation on that shit. I tell niggas all the time, don't you ever fucking say I talk white because I speak properly. Speaking white and properly are not mutually exclusive, my boy. Like speaking properly, articulating your words and having a vast vocabulary is not a white trait. You fucking dumbass. Like that's why like we can't move forward. Like shit like that. Like as small and like minute as that may seem to people, it creates a mindset that festers of I don't want to be white. I don't want to speak properly. What the fuck kind of shit is that? You think you're gonna be able to go up and have these meetings or make certain kind of money without speaking properly and like carrying yourself well and like looking put together? Man, get the fuck out of here. I ain't got time to talk to y'all. Y'all niggas crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, that shit makes me
No,
spaz
you're
the fuck
good. You're
out every
good.
time.
But that's like literally for Black culture. That is a big thing in Black culture.
Yes.
Why we're so far behind because the stigma of I don't want to be white or I don't be. But like, bro, no matter how people may want to hate it, you need them to get along. What that's what it is. I don't care who you are. You need them folks to get to where you going. I'm sorry. It's
Bro.
very, very, very rarely and very little time that you're going to run into somebody in your lane, like you're in your position you're in, where you talk about your executives. That is definitely not the regular.
Bro,
You know what I'm
hell
saying?
no, it's not. No, that's why I'm still like just like
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Even when like getting to LA and like moving into this new role within my company and moving out here and stuff, I had like 6, 7, 8 of the baddest top executives like fighting for me to have this, type shit. All white. Nobody's black. You need them. Like, and like we get to the spot and then it's on us when we get here to actually do what we need to do to push the culture forward within our community. But if you ain't finna act right, I ain't putting you on. Period.
facts.
You know?
Facts.
And it's niggas out there that will act right. Period. And it's niggas out there just like me that want it and better than me and like will be bigger and better than me. And I want that shit because we need more color in these spaces. And this
Hey,
is how we do it. Straight up. I
What's up,
can't.
Twin?
Yeah.
hey, did we run the Cat Williams
We
clip
didn't. You was gonna run it, but then you cut out for a second. You feel me?
Yeah, we're waiting on you.
Now my bad. Did we run the one that he had at the shop with the one with Nelly? You want to run that one
Oh,
first?
that was Nelly.
Yeah, my bad. So let's run the Nelly one first because that can segue better into the Cat Williams because the Cat Williams and Joe Rogan conversation is too big to kind of go from there to here. We can run by this probably quicker than we can do the Joe Rogan Cat Williams.
This is the Nelly clip about the artist going #1 and stuff like that.
No. This is no. This is the one about him talking about. I don't even know what the fuck it's talking about. Let's run it and figure it out.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, this red cup and got me choking.
You saw the clips, heard the chat. Like, were you just minding your business at home?
I truly was, man. Like, I'm not really. I'm not an internet
Everybody
dude.
loves Shay. Like, why Shay?
Everybody got to think about it. I'm truly a grown man, dog. Like, I'm not sitting around watching the internet. Like, that's not what I do. So everybody was hitting me like, yo, but people start talking to me right away. Hey, you know, and then people don't know. St. Louis people are very sincere.
Oh, no, you know
St.
I
Louis
hit you.
folks.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, like real, hey,
Like-
about the top. I'm like, well, about what? Hey, what when dude pull up? What who, bro? Who? It was like Cat. I was like, oh, that's the same. It's literally, dog. It's just something. It's one of those things for me. Like comedy is definitely a space where we hear jokes, sure, but for me, that was a situation where he was claiming cultural appropriation, in my opinion. That's all I feel like. Driving an old car, rolling down the window, that's 70s. That's
For
what
sure.
if I ask anybody, like, how you drive your car, that's that.
100%.
You can't say my joke about a spaceship is your joke about driving a car because we doing the same gestures. That's my opinion about it. But
They've been doing them gestures since the
It's a-
60s.
it's a
man.
whole
And what's
thing, dog.
hypocrisy about it is he stole JB Smooth's joke.
again, for me, I appreciate Young Gun. I think he dope.
Hey, why we got the white overseer
not that-
here? Like, what is she there for?
But I'm talking about as a comedian. And
What joke he
Who's
stole
the
from
white
JB
overseer?
Smooth?
It was like a spaceship joke JB Smooth had. It was like the JB Smooth joke with Cat Williams. Oh no, Cat Williams. It was a joke that JB Smooth. I forgot what song it was. JB Smooth was like, man, whenever you play this song, you can do this, you can do that. Basically saying like, hey, this song is accessible to a lot of life situations. And Cat Williams had that special where he played Every Day I'm Hustling. Remember he was like, and you can be working at McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah.
You about to fuck your bitch. Yeah. That was the joke that they say that Cat Williams stole.
All right. We'll finish it up. Here we go.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I've been around this dude many times, which was my whole point.
Why we have a
It's like we've
conversation.
never had a personal conversation about that. So why is it this?
Yes.
Right? Because if we rock with each other and I see you and you like that, you feel that way, then say that to me.
Yeah.
Like
Let's
don't
have a
don't
conversation.
do that later. Like and that's what I didn't really appreciate because more than anything, like you can have your opinion about the joke, his fans, his people who love him, all that. Like I don't wake up worried about that, dog. I've been doing this. I am me.
Said I want to.
Yeah, so just that's why I said I felt like this clip would be easy ran down. I feel what Cedric and Tanner are saying, you know what I'm saying, where as far as like certain jokes aren't really joke stealing, it's just like we know that okay, that's how somebody drives their car or how certain songs we all listen to, like why a song goes viral because people do so much stuff to one particular song. That's like the joke in itself. So in a way, Cedric and Tanner has a very valid point. But we know joke stealing to be prominent in comedy, so great response a month later. But to be fair and objective, he made a good point.
I agree. I think I think the whole idea of stealing jokes, right? It's the same thing with stealing lyrics, bro. Everything get recycled, man. That's just the name of the game. You feel what I'm saying? Just like you may say something and that bit was hard, but I might say it better.
Made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when you look at just music in general, right? We see a lot of recycled bars. And you're like, man, Jay-Z said that on the Black album, but Drake made it better. So who you think gonna be remembered for it more? Drake. Because that song that Jay-Z didn't go #1, but the Drake song did.
Fact.
It is what it is. I don't make the rules. The same thing with jokes, right? You could say a joke that shit was funny. But then I say it how I say it, the way that I articulate it, the tone that I give it in, it make it better. Even if you came up with the joke 25 years ago, oh, I did it in 1987, you still see people do Eddie Murphy's jokes from Raw, but nobody yet has done it
I
better
don't see
than
that,
Eddie.
but I'm just keep going.
No, because even bro, but just like he said, even the Jay-Z bar, like if you listen to Girls, his line when he was talking about I got a chick from Africa was pretty much an Eddie Murphy bar, Eddie Murphy joke. You could be like, oh, he stole Eddie Murphy. It's like, nigga, no, bro. Like, nigga, this is like things happen, things are regurgitated because some things become culture in itself. Some jokes, certain songs, or certain things become the culture in itself, and they have to be regurgitated, like the moonwalk, or like I said, certain fashion senses where everybody's wearing certain things. It's like a nigga ain't copying. This is what the culture has shifted to now.
I'm gonna say something from stand-up comedy perspective, and I'm not gonna be long-winded.
You want to throw yourself on camera? We have the
no, I'm not hooked up right now. I'm good.
Okay.
The boy said he got that shit on.
Stand-up comedy.
Nah, he got that shit on. Everybody got that shit on Friday night. That's what's funny about it. I'm like, nigga, why everybody got that shit on?
What is that called?
It's like the four horsemen of flyness right now.
What's the shit called with flowers on the hoodie, Pop?
Oh no, that's that.
This the ready-made. It's the Virgil Abloh and
the Virgil Off-White.
Yeah, that's that denim tears.
Oh man,
that's that different kind of paper.
I didn't know what that was.
That's that different kind of paper. That's that venture capitalist paper right there, man.
Okay, I gotta show you the shoes I picked up recently, John.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, listen, when I bust out my fit, man, I don't want niggas pocket watching either, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know, Hill the best hater you could ever have, bro, because he gonna compliment you and hate at the same time.
Oh, definitely. I called Pops and verbally harassed him for his denim tears fit. I'm like, oh hell no, nigga. I'm like, and you gonna stunt so hard, you gonna throw it on the Twitter profile page. You know, that's the smallest I like. You really not trying to shit on niggas, but you reminding niggas like, yeah, nigga.
I'm that nigga, and I got that shit on.
I got it subtly, man.
Yeah,
it's subtle.
But from a stand-up perspective, I hear what Cedric in the stand saying. It don't matter. He stole this joke, but at the end of the day, with stand-up comedy, it's that more sacred. Because with music, you could hear something and people bouncing, they doing their thing, but that don't mean they're gonna bounce you because you sampled it. You got to be that artist for real. But when something is funny, it's funny, and you got to leave that exclusive to that person, because that person have to travel around a year, 2 years, 3 years plus
and make money off the same jokes
to even perfect the joke.
That's like
it's so much
song.
harder. You got one night in the studio and you could perfect the sample, but with a joke, people don't realize how hard it is to write jokes. That's why it's such a thing, because it's pretty hard to write a joke, bro. And like that's going to hit every state, every city you go to.
And fine-tuning the joke as you go along. Like, I think all of us have worked with artists in music where we or have access to where we've heard 4 different versions of maybe one of our favorite songs, and then the one that actually got dropped doesn't even sound like the best version based off of clearance. Like, y'all don't understand the best music that will never be heard. If you got any type of plug in the music industry, like, one of the worst things about being behind the counter is hearing all the music that the public will never hear because of sample clearances and licensing and relationships falling out. Niggas will make a hit and then 2 weeks later somebody fucks somebody, bitch. That song's never getting cleared. It's like, god damn.
Yeah. So you gotta say, so you gotta get the leak from the phone. That
I heard
on
the
game.
Unmastered or unmixed link.
Like people, do y'all remember, like example, right? Hill hit me the other day. It's a Future song that ain't never gonna come out ever, because him and his producer, him and Zaytoven, they cool, but one of the writers don't fuck with Future, so the song never gonna come out. But that shit's so hard, bro.
Talking about.
The song is so hard, bro, and I'm like, it'll never happen. But it's never gonna see the light of day. It will never see a official drop on Apple Music. It'll never ever, like, this the best you're gonna get is this leak, and then that's it.
That's it.
And I heard with clearing songs, bro, that shit is difficult too, because they have a person at the record label that goes through every lyric. And if you use a word or a lyric the same as another artist,
You
that
have to
can
give
make it hard to be
you have to put
clear.
them down as a writer.
Well, that there's levels to that because when you got that shit, whether you're a top tier artist or not, but when you are focused or you're special to the label, that's a phone call. That's yeah, no, we good. Like, no, I
because
need
that
you to clear this. You know what I'm saying?
because that clearance is going to make money for the original artists and songwriters anyway. So that's not really calling for a favor. That's calling to clear the original people a bag. Like, hey, if we're going to pay your fee and then the royalties off of your just flat rate fee for anybody sampling this is going to be able to feed you for a couple of years because this A-list artist wants to sample your shit.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a song, "Between the Sheets" by the Isley Brothers.
Yeah,
that's been I can't even tell you the goddamn number of sample, but like a lot of these artists, especially the older ones, the problem is with these newer generation artists, they want to skip the steps, right? You know what I'm saying?
But the other thing too, though, sorry to interrupt. The other
No,
thing
you're
too
good. You're
is
good.
a lot of these artists don't own their shit. So it is
Yeah.
a call to the label. It is a,
Boosie.
hey, nigga, we need this shit clear. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like niggas ain't got no rights to that shit. They don't
Yeah.
own shit. You know, so like when you own your shit, yeah, they do really need to call you. And then when you're a priority at the label and the label already owns homie shit, they ain't even got to talk to the artist camp. That's why the shit went down with Boosie and
Young
Rod
Blue
Wave.
and
Rod
Rob,
Wave.
yeah, and Rob
Dear
Wade.
God,
Yeah,
I
that's
thank you
it.
for
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
exactly
that's
why it
it.
went
Yeah.
down that way, and that was a little bit different, but it's still in the same vein, but it's same
But
idea.
to bring it full circle real quick, we do not have that in comedy. Is nobody calling nobody to be like, yo, I'm finna take a piece of your joke that I seen work and I'm gonna use it. You got
That's
people out here that just taking people jokes, and you may not even know nobody on the road telling your jokes until the special drop. So they done made millions of dollars on the road from telling your jokes, and they're trying to put it on wax. And if you don't put it on wax before they get to put it on wax, which is the case of Cedric the Entertainer and Cat Williams, you would never know nobody even on the road telling your joke. It's so crazy with comedy, bro. It's different. It's not like the music industry.
Well, they have to create a different kind of stamp for it. You know what I'm saying? Like there needs to be
There's
a
no
way
step
that
you
they
could
track.
create for it, Tay. It's
You know why?
none.
Because
No, you
comedy
can
ain't
create a
enough
stamp
money.
for it. You
Ain't
record
enough.
it the night up.
And you're right, but it's not enough. And it's just like a lot of black businesses and just business in general. It's not enough money in comedy for motherfuckers to trust the long game.
Facts.
No, it's a lot of money in comedy. People don't realize how much comedians make on the road per weekend. You got a comedian of like Cat Williams, he getting like over $250,000 per show.
But that's like talking about
I'll
like
tell you the numbers. Hold
but
on.
we're not talking. But that's like talking about the top 1% of OnlyFans or top 1% of any industry.
Facts.
We're not talking. We're talking about the other 85%.
Let's go to the 85%
who are going to make their life decision in doing this and how they can make money.
I hear you. Let's go to 85%. 85% of a headlining comedian probably make about 30 bands per weekend.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example, right?
That ain't no little money.
I book comedians. I'm booking.
I want to hear this.
Right now.
This is
I'm in
official.
the middle of booking Kevin Hart right now. I'm in
Okay,
the
you
middle
talk
of
about the
booking
topic
Steve
of the
Harvey
topic.
right now.
But I mean that. But you're speaking on the numbers from a.
I'm
top
speaking
10
on the club comedians. You talk about people that would never even think of.
But listen, if you got a good gauge of what the top is, and you already can pretty much estimate what the
I've
trickle
booked
down.
Andrew Schulz in 600 cap nightclubs. You know, like
Okay, let me hear what he making per weekend.
There's no bounds.
That's
to
confidential.
I mean, don't say it if you're gonna get in trouble for saying it.
What you talking about?
If you're gonna let us know how much.
No. What we're saying, like,
we're speculating. What you talking about?
Cool.
Okay. Speculation with no facts.
But what we're saying too is like even these conversations are good and pretty just like the music samples where it's like it's songs or things that pop off where like the public won't know, or like once we have a good gauge of what something is or the value of it, you can pretty much estimate anything lesser than what the top is making.
Comedians making money.
Correct.
No, they are, but like I said before, it's just like when we don't want it like Joe Button, them niggas, we can look at them, but we want to know what the other niggas is making with the other OnlyFans. We want to know what the realistic expectations,
the regular people.
Right. Go ahead, double screen.
I feel like screen. I feel like
Oh, cut out. But like I think like with comedians, with music, same thing. Like your top 1%ers, the reason why we can't, because they're the 1%ers, right?
Mhm.
That 1%. I'm an example, right? We gonna take this to relationships, right?
Mhm.
There's a 1%er of men that all women chase,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
That 1%. And what I mean by that 1%, you see, if you go on Twitter, you're gonna see multiple women say, I want a dude to take care of me, I want him to take me on trips, I want him to give me money. This lavish lifestyle, right? But then they don't realize that's a 1%er type of nigga. And a regular nigga, I can't give you all of that. I might be able to take care of you. I'm a man, I'll take care of you. But we not living in Beverly Hills with the mansion hanging off the side of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? We might have a studio like overlooking the city. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I may not have 10,000 to give you, but I might have 500.
I want to hear what Tay. I want to hear what you got the analytics right there. What is your top comedian booking for? That's what I want to hear.
Allegedly, we're doing guesstimates.
Allegedly,
Yeah,
this is all props.
You're looking at
A person like Andrew Schulz.
You're looking at $125 to $250.
Andrew Schulz above 25.
125K roughly.
Andrew Schulz,
allegedly, yeah.
You serious? No, I don't know about
That's
that.
what I think.
Nigga said I don't know, man. Listen,
Bro, I
see,
didn't
this that
see
nigga
the
shit.
venue
Man,
that
look, we
we
gotta
now.
Tay, see, that's the problem with niggas. Let a white man call Karen right now say the same shit. Gospel.
He gonna say, "Oh, okay,
Gospel.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe that."
Gospel. Niggas don't believe a black lawyer, a black doctor, a black booking it. It don't matter. You can be professional, nigga. Anything you tell niggas some real nigga shit, nigga be hell no, nigga. You cap, nigga cap.
And don't get to Vegas. In Vegas, you're looking at, for like somebody like Cat Williams, 750, 900.
No way. $900.
Nigga, 900,000.
Hey, yo, stop. Hey,
Hey, J-Dub, cut your mic,
no,
dog.
I hear him.
Cut
But
your
I'm
mic,
saying
dog.
Andrew Schulz is one of the biggest in the game.
He said
You
Andrew
telling
Schulz
me Andrew
$900?
getting 900,000 when he come to Vegas?
Nigga said Andrew Schulz getting booked for prostitute numbers. Nigga said $150. Andrew Schulz coming on stage. No,
But that sound right. That sound
you-
over exaggerated for Cat Williams.
Well,
Not
when
for
you're
what he
talking
got right
what,
now.
like there,
Kevin Hart. He said Kevin Hart in Vegas. That's $1 million bag that
That's
Kevin
fine.
Hart
Yeah, I believe
should
that.
demand.
I
Yeah.
believe
Look,
that. But
there's an understanding that you have to realize of like the money that's really flowing through this shit and the money that people spend at comedy shows. Like it's underrated, it's underknown. Like
The 2-drink minimum alone is a bag.
nigga, if I can't sell my lowest ticket at $59, I'm not booking it.
Facts.
I'm just not. Like, and that's like bottom tier. That's like you going to the motherfucker. That's like you catching a deal on Groupon, type shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people, this shit starts out, you want to be around the $49 mark, on a couple hundred tickets, and then you up there in the $79.50 per ticket, all the way up to like $149, maybe $169 for certain people. There's a comedian right now. I was looking at his shows that were on sale like 2 weeks ago to gauge how much I was gonna scale my shit by because I wasn't really fucking with what I wanted his tickets to be sold at, and I wanted to look at the market, and so I go and look at the seat maps and the shit that he's already booked in to gauge and see what these other niggas are doing and how well it's selling to balance out whether I think he's hot enough to sell it or not. And then you got to think about whether you're doing a venue, like a club, an arena, a stadium, or if you're in Vegas or New York or LA, because it vastly changes the climate. Like there's a lot of different nuance and factors that come with being a talent buyer in general, but also actively working in the comedy space. And
Facts.
as well versed as I am within comedy to a degree, I'm still not the best out. I mean, I'm predominantly in music, but like I know enough to do what
Facts.
I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And to book some of the people I'm booking.
And like you
I
said,
got
there's
you.
a difference in the venues that you book, right? Because if I book a stadium, that ticket price not the same as a ticket price at Daily Place in Jacksonville, where it's only gonna hold 200 people. You know what I'm saying? So
Insurance
if I'm
policies are going to be different.
correct. So at Daily's Place, the ticket at the stadium might be $100 a ticket, but at Daly's place now that's $1,000.
Yep.
Because we got less people, so this is more exclusive. This is this is personal. This is up close, and it's the same thing like on the tiny desk. People don't know. Them people pay a bag to sit there. That's expensive. Them people not doing it for free. You paying to be at this 30-person minimum, 40 person,
or that sphere in Vegas.
The sphere.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We'll come back to that real quick. Sorry, Goose.
Go ahead.
The sphere, that's my baby. That's a really, I've been following that project since they approved that shit. Anyway, in terms of what Pops was saying too, the other thing you gotta factor in, certain venues have certain costs for certain things versus others. Certain venues are union venues. Certain venues have production within the venue. Others, you need to bring your own shit, So you have stagehands labor. You have staffing labor that sometimes come with it, which means your costs go up. So if you got an overhead of like $250,000, you're in the whole $250,000 plus the artist fee. And you need to be able to make that money back and then some. Or some venues you can do a more favorable deal because everything's already included in the rent. They charge you 80 to 100K for rent. You automatically get police, fire, medical, ticket takers, security, yada yada. Everything's inside. And then you have other venues where you get higher rebates per ticket. So some venues they're trying to only give you $4 per ticket. Others they'll give you 10, 15, 20. Others they'll give you a piece of the parking lot fees. They'll give you a piece of the concessions. I'm actually dropping a whole fuck ton of games. So any promoters in here, like y'all are getting everything right now. But anyway, there's a lot of different factors, a lot of different nuances that go into all that shit. And so it's gonna get boring if I keep on rambling about it. The sphere. What you want to know about the sphere, Jay?
No. I was just saying, I fuck what you were saying. What I was saying about the sphere was the fact, hey, I think your phone's on. Yeah. It's off. It's good. Yeah, the one thing about the sphere, is that my phone or is that your phone? Because I can hear myself on, I think that's your cell phone with the volume. Yeah, with the sphere, the only thing I was saying was I was relating that to minimal seating, but an extremely exclusive venue where we're doubling down on not only charging tickets for the limited seating, we're also giving you a state-of-the-art venue that is going to sell anyways. Like when we go to certain venues, right, there's only a handful that like Madison Square Garden or maybe like the Forum or just certain geographical places in the world that the venue O2 Arena, right, where the venue itself is
we
a selling
own that
point.
arena,
right, where the venue itself is a selling point, right? The sphere is this generation's version of that, where you're not only going for the act and the exclusivity and the location, the attraction, the venue itself is also a selling point where we can extract more money from ticket sales, right?
Yes, and there's a fine line and balance with that and the reason why is because as great and as grand as the sphere is, as we all here know, there's only a certain level and a certain tier of artists that can play it. Meaning, yes, you're bringing value, but also there's only a certain level of artists that can pack that out, that can actually, be booked there. To give you a little bit of perspective, the director of booking there has to approve every single artist that plays. You also have to do a minimum of 9. You have to do a residency, so you have to do a minimum of 8 to 10 shows, and your cheapest ticket is going to be around $350, $400. Period. Like all the time. You're never going to get anything lower than that. On top of that, the production alone, the cost to create the visuals, that the technology that the visuals use on the screens within that place is $3 million. So as an artist, you got to have $3 million.
Hey, but remember what they even said when they did the reviews came back, like they lost what, like over 900 million? Or
Yeah,
like
but
500.
have you seen what they've made so far?
Yeah, but I say that to say, remember we talked about when you go into business, you have to lose before you make, right? And that number scares a lot of people away. But the investors that were able to put that much money in to have that production cost $3 million just for the visuals can sustain to lose almost $1 billion before they
Bingo.
start making their money back.
Do you also know how much it costs to advertise for 30 seconds on there?
Isn't it like 1 point something million?
It's $500,000 for a 30-second slot.
So a minute is like $1 million.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Hey, listen, Tate. Real talk. We're gonna go ahead and wrap the show only because I know it's getting a little late over there. It's getting a little late over here.
Yeah.
We had a great show. Honestly, this is one of the dopest shows because, like I said, having you, having Pops, we all kind of transitioned. We had a lot of good business discussion topics that segued real businessmen having conversations about these things on live stream, and I think it's important, especially for people to see us, young Black men who have our own businesses and been successful in corporate, independent, in different industries, have these conversations. Linking the building, saluting to Marshall, because like I said, Marshall's self-made man in his own, and even having his input on the conversation. Like, these are things we talk on the phone with, but we do also need to showcase that, on the drop of a hat, we can all hit a topic that we all have experience on and just have that conversation on YouTube for anybody to see and understand is what we on. So
yeah, for sure. I appreciate
and that
y'all
spot
having me
looking
on.
fly, Tay, man. You got the fly nigga spot
I'm gonna
there.
shit off again. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
The
Tay,
orange
let these
couch?
niggas know.
Okay,
Tay,
okay.
Yeah,
listen,
the penthouse.
The penthouse.
Tay,
You know,
off. I ain't got no penthouse.
ain't nobody above us.
Listen, in 3 weeks, Tay, in 3 weeks, I don't know exactly what part, and don't tell me because I'll be out there. In 3 weeks, I'm coming out there.
Slide through.
You already know. Hey, listen, we're gonna set something up. I'll be out there. I'll be out there like once a month. So I kind of got a little, I know how to move. So when I tap in,
I'll give you my door code. You'll always be.
Now you got a door code.
Nah, Tay, no, because when Tay
nigga
came here, because when Tay came here, Thanksgiving, nigga, we was chilling at the crib, nigga spent out over here. We was cooling. So me casa, su casa. We already know how we roll.
We
man.
in the Duval penthouse right now.
Yeah, hey, Tay, don't make me flip my laptop around. Show these niggas.
We got
these niggas a pool view. Wait a minute. Don't make me call Robert. He got the high ceilings, nigga.
Hey,
we down
yo,
south.
we got
We got
the
a down
high
south
ceiling?
penthouse, nigga.
I got them too. We got, like 14 feet, 14.
Hey, listen.
We up there, third floor.
Hey, listen. When I be telling people I don't have like a lot of. Hey, Tay, I be telling people I don't have a lot of male friends. Like, yo, Pops got the Denim Tears Versus Collab. My nigga Tay, Marshall, like they got the penthouse. But all the guys I know, the people I know, the men I know, bro, we already locked in, solidified. We got what we going on. If you ain't about business, what we really talking about, man?
Yeah,
we ain't talking, man.
You know what it is. Hit me up when you out here. I fuck with y'all. J Doug, try and make it out here. You welcome out here too, dog.
I am, man. I got a new family, so I can't do nothing probably for the next 2 years.
Congratulations, my boy. Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I got a new family, so you can't look for me right now. I got a newborn, 5 months old, going on next week. Yeah,
fresh out.
Fresh out.
Yeah,
hey,
I ain't got nothing popping.
Hey, man, but hey, J Doug, I appreciate you running the boards and getting everything right. Tay, I'm gonna holler at you off camera, man. I'm proud of you. I'm so happy that, like I said, every time you call in, Pops calling is like a full circle moment. Like we all group together, we can all talk, have these conversations. Holler at you, everybody who got in tonight. Thank you. Comments, like, share, subscribing, hashtag. And y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. Happy Friday, Perspectives Facts Podcast, episode 105. We out.
Yeah.
Great episode, man.
Boys to Atlantis. Footsteps in the dark, part 1 and 2. Just parked the UFO back from a 5-grammer. I don't do old women, nigga, come get your grandma. Edge of reality, holding on, Sylvester Stallone, cliffhanger. The sky was strawberry mango with a hint of lavender. She wanna try, nigga, like here comes a new challenger. Bring your A+ game, sweet, I don't fuck with amateurs. You can never drive the boat, but you can play the passenger. Flying space jets, dodging UFOs, this is Gallagher. Is it the game or the shoes? The 60s of motorsports. Master those are packed that I'm smoked when I'm on the court. Blowing original Z and an original Z. 5% tit, nosy bitches still can't see. Is that Battlefield 3, 4, Modern Warfare 2? The OG version, not that new pack booth. Diamond with the golds, got a new strap too. This for the hustlers keeping it G, making all the plays. Make sure you take a vacation to balance out the long days. Yay. 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 Another play, another day, another J. Another day, another play, another J. Another play. Check it, operation, get this money any way possible. Niggas going broke, into me it's not logical. Whether you got a pocket full of sacks or still in pocketbooks, stack it to the ceiling and vacation somewhere tropical. Smoking on that tropical, shit look like poison though. Damn a nigga hot, don't even ask what it's going for. Yo.